Horsepower Cigar Lounge, what's going on? The It Doesn't Matter podcast is back. If you don't remember who I am the notorious one. I am Dom. I'm here with my man, Strap Facts, the man with all the knowledge. If I don't know something, we're going to ask him a question.
Don't stump me, please.
My man, Poppy Platano's not here today, but I brought friends with me. I got reinforcements. I got my man, Savage Eddie Long over here.
What up?
What up, Savage Eddie?
And the guy behind me, he's a die-hard Shawn Michaels fan. This guy right here, we call him Rousey.
What it do?
What's up, Rousey?
So since we've been doing It Doesn't Matter podcast for over a year now, we have a little spin-off. We have a show called Wrestling That Made Us, where myself and the guests, we sit down, we watch a match, and we break it down. And we're going to kick it off right now. I figure we're going to take it back to Survivor Series of 2016. Is everybody familiar with Bill Goldberg? Are you guys familiar with Brock Lesnar? Well, back in the day, they had Goldberg. He was on the WWE 2K cover with Brock Lesnar. Are you guys familiar with Rocky Balboa, the movie? Remember when he came back to go fight Antonio Tarver? Well, this is right here. So this match takes place at Survivor Series. They had a match, 8 years ago at the time at WrestleMania 20. And Goldberg won, but both guys left. So now we getting Goldberg's return to the square circle. And now Goldberg wants to tie it up one more time with Brock Lesnar. As we see right here, they're showing highlights from the WrestleMania 20, where Stratfax was at the time.
That 04 match wasn't that good.
No. These guys didn't care because both guys are on their way out right now. Brock doesn't even look like that anymore. Brock has the man bun and everything.
The Ronda Rousey braids.
Yes. So this is an anticipated fight. Goldberg came back because he wanted his son and his wife to see him beat Goldberg. They don't want to see dad or, the husband. That's his son, Gage Goldberg, who's on Colorado right now. That's your squad, right?
Yes, sir. Linebacker for Colorado.
So I figured this would be a good match to, see how hard hitting this match is. And has anybody seen this match before?
Yes.
All right, you in for a special treat.
This is 20 years ago. It's a long time ago.
Here we go. So I chose this match because why? I was a diehard Goldberg fan growing up as a kid. One of my guys. He played for the Atlanta Falcons. He beat Hulk Hogan for the World Heavyweight Championship. Had the undefeated streak going on. And he was invincible. Everything he did was unbelievable, or was believable. Brock Lesnar, my other guy, big country strong dude. And looking forward to it. You know it's going to be a brawl. See, that's when he beat Hogan.
See, facts are important there, Dom. He beat him in the Georgia Dome. See, a place you like, so got to mention that.
I was there. I went to the Falcons game out there.
It's a great facility, a very big, nice, bright facility.
That was the three of us, not Savage Eddie, but that was our first WrestleMania 27.
Yes, sir.
We was all out there.
I joined the band later.
See, here you go. 2K17.
Looks so realistic.
They hyping this up right now. They are hyping this up. And like I said, this is going to be a good match. It's going to be a hard-hitting match.
What's the year on this?
2004.
2004. Okay.
No, this one was.
This is 2016.
2016.
Their first match was 2004, WrestleMania.
His Goldberg, his wife, and his fat son. He would shape up later on in his later WWE appearances.
Paul Heyman guy.
Got somebody commented already on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. It Doesn't Matter podcast.
Tune in.
Tune in, like, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff.
Ask us questions about our favorite things. Top 5, please. Top 5 favorite Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar matches.
Did they have 5 matches?
No.
Seeing Goldberg taking everybody out and him being older, doesn't this hype you up? Like, okay, you can't wait to see what happens?
Makes me feel like my 50s will be great.
Real clash of the Titans here.
That's right.
Who's next?
Who's next? Brock Lesnar's next. That's who. Here we go.
I'm glad they paused it right there. Right before they got any closer.
Here comes Brock.
Well, here comes the pain. I'm glad they kept his music too.
That's a dope theme. You got to have it.
It's not the original, though.
Yeah.
Wasn't like
I'm
generic
glad they
3?
kept this theme. Good point, John.
No, they mix a few the lulls out of the song. Only weirdos like me know that fact. And that's what makes me who I am.
That's why you strap facts.
That's right. Weirdo, number 1.
If you go do something, be the best at it.
There's JoJo. She's the best at being Bray Wyatt's ex-widowed wife.
If you see that guy walking on the street, would you guys approach him?
Imagine if you owed him money and when he asked you for it, you didn't have it.
Man, when I see him hop over the barricade to chase somebody, I'm like, nah, I'm all set. The way he looking.
You owe him money, you better find a way to give it to him. My man got a tattoo of a sword to his throat.
Seriously. All right, it's time for my man Goldberg. You about to see.
Knock on the dressing room door.
Yep. The fans is chanting Goldberg. That's Paul Heyman, one of the greatest minds in wrestling of all time.
The greatest.
Currently on the injured list.
He'll be back.
IR.
Injured list.
Goldberg with the security.
Goldberg never knew when his match was. They always
There
had to
you
come
go.
get him.
John, how old was Goldberg at this time?
Oh, 54, isn't he?
54?
Interesting fact, Goldberg is 114 years old here.
His beard looks like it.
Don't let the
Goatee.
wisdom fool you. That's wisdom right there.
Wisdom brand.
Defeat Brock Lesnar with wisdom. It's your best chance.
That's how I'd beat Brock Lesnar and shove a chessboard in front of him.
So we all watched this match. This is when you had to order pay-per-views. What, $59.99, $49.99 at the time?
No, we
This
had
is
the
a
black
network,
box.
baby.
Oh, you had the black box. I didn't roll like that.
You just flipped the little black box in the back and you had the pay-per-view.
Oh, man. This was $9.99 a month. WWE
Oh, at this
Network.
time?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. We take
Was
it
it
back.
$9.99 at this time?
Shoot,
All right,
Dom
then.
overpaying again.
The network, $9.99.
Dom the fool paying $54.99 for this. Could've
Nah,
got it
if
for
we had a network, then
$9.99.
Dom
maybe,
Rich.
Maybe that's why we got our money's worth.
I mean, people still bought pay-per-views at this time only because they had terrible internet out in the boonies.
Look at the intensity by Goldberg. John Carter, what's going on, buddy?
John Carter is equally as intense as Goldberg as his entrance.
Here we go. The first match they had in 2004 was trash. This match right here, I was excited for.
In your opinion, I like that match.
Yeah, because you was in the building. That's why.
That's right. And it
That
was their
match
last
was
match at that time.
trash.
Is that when Brock was on his way out to go to
Both of them.
They both left.
They both quit.
Oh, the both
Yeah,
of them.
that's why
right,
they
that's
didn't
right.
care. That was the reason.
And the fans knew. There's just enough internet out there for people to know.
Just enough
Just
internet.
enough.
All right, here we go.
Had to plug it in.
8 years later,
Dial up.
Someone said the network launched around WrestleMania 30.
Yeah,
290.
290. 'Tis but a dream. Brock Lesnar thinking about Christmas already. Goldberg definitely not.
Here we go. Goldberg's first match.
Should have been a squash. Goldberg should have squashed. Lesnar should have squashed him.
Here we go.
Lesnar is not taking Goldberg seriously at all.
Toe to toe. Hell no.
Even though Goldberg beat him at WrestleMania 20 in their previous matchup. So he does have the psychological edge there.
Should have colored that goatee.
Here you go. The bell ring. Here we go. Let's get it on.
Oh, Lesnar with that brute
Goldberg,
force.
Brock with the power move right to the corner, toying with Goldberg. Goldberg with the big push. Like, here we
Goldberg,
go.
not to be
Surprising Brock
trifled with.
right now.
That's my finisher, no mercy. A push.
Brock
Yeah.
didn't expect that old man to push him like that.
I think it's funny too. Oh shit.
Oh,
Spear.
Goldberg with the spear.
Early.
He's got that diverticulitis.
that move is called the belly ache.
Said the belly ache. Two spears.
Goldberg with another spear. That's that football. That Atlanta Falcon right there.
They ain't been good since they cut him.
The beast writhing on the ground.
He's got a thorn in his paw.
Yeah, Heyman is good. Is God.
Heyman begging off here.
Never see Brock Lesnar get beat up like that. Unless it's UFC.
I ain't never had Jimmy John's before either.
If you know, you know.
Here you go.
Uh-oh.
Send him up for his finisher, the jackhammer.
There it goes. Boom.
Boom. You don't get up
One,
from the jack.
two, three.
Three.
Oh.
That was your main event
Waste of time.
for Survivor Series 2016.
Waste of time.
Hot.
Goldberg beat him in 83 seconds.
3 moves.
Squash match.
A lot of people were disappointed, but we was hyped
People
and
traveled
confused.
20 hours to be there in person. That's me.
All that hype.
That guy bet on the spread apparently.
For 2 spears, a jackhammer, and a push.
Gambling's bad for you.
If you guys went to this show, would you be pissed off after this main event?
I would have been.
I would have bet too. It would have been a long car ride home.
Depends on what else was on the card.
It's bittersweet because it's amusing and it could be realistic, but you want more. You want more.
Roller coaster of emotions. Really high and then really low.
The
could literally show the whole
dizzying
replay.
highs, the terrifying
You go.
lows.
You,
The replay's the whole match.
I was about to say that.
Seriously. See, you can't underestimate Goldberg.
Brock
would
didn't
never.
get no offense in this whole match.
So what, John, what would you say? They had another match, 4 months later or so?
That's right. They headlined the following year's WrestleMania Universal Championship.
All right, that's one of our matches for tonight. That was my choice. I just wanted to get y'all warmed up, a little tuned up right quick. Our next match is Rosé's choice.
Yes, sir.
Rose.
So we're going to take it back to WrestleMania 19. Are you guys familiar with...
One of the greatest WrestleManias ever, if not the greatest.
You guys
Agreed.
familiar with the Heartbreak
was.
Kid, Shawn Michaels?
The boy
If
toy.
you say no, you're lying.
Well, it could be done.
Are you guys familiar with Chris Jericho, the GOAT?
Get up and raise your fat little fingers in the air and scream, "Go, Jericho, go!"
All right, well, at this time, Shawn Michaels, he just made his WrestleMania return. He was injured since 1998 in a casket match. He put the title to Stone Cold Steve Austin later on that year at WrestleMania. So we get his return. This is a WrestleMania match return right here. And he's going against Chris Jericho, WrestleMania 19. Everybody idolized Shawn Michaels, just like how Shawn Michaels idolized the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Jericho wanted to be that guy. So here's a little video package of how we got to this match right here. So Rose, so I know you are a diehard Shawn Michaels guy. Like, what made you become a fan of his?
He was just the greatest from the jump. He's been the greatest since he stepped in the ring.
And were you a fan of him when he was part of the Rockers?
I was too young.
Too young?
Didn't really watch the Rockers.
Terrible.
When he came out with Sensational Sherry, he's been the greatest ever since.
I'm surprised because, you know, guys our age didn't like Shawn Michaels at that time, that, you know, that boy toy.
So the age is an interesting point. Did you, when you first were exposed to Shawn Michaels, was he a good guy? Which means when you saw the barbershop footage, you were surprised? Or did you first meet him as a bad guy?
I seen the barbershop footage. So he technically was a good guy. But even when he debuted, he didn't really debut as a bad guy. It was like a neutral debut.
Yeah.
So it's weird. He didn't start off as a heel, even though his first introduction was a heel when he became single.
Right.
But his in-ring ability is just impeccable. And then he had a great character to go along with it. Great gimmick. His gimmick played right along with his ability.
So why did you choose this match with Shawn and Chris Jericho?
Well, partially because this is one of the greatest WrestleManias, if not the greatest WrestleMania card in general in history of WrestleManias. WrestleMania 19 is probably the greatest WrestleMania from top to bottom. Which I think this is the greatest match on the pay-per-view, on the card.
Is this the Jericho match that followed Hogan and Rock? And they were saying
No, that was WrestleMania 18.
That was Jericho
That's
and Triple
18.
H, right?
18,
18,
yeah.
okay.
John, who's the main event for 19?
That'd be Kurt Angle and the man you just saw, Brock Lesnar.
Yep, for the title.
You know, it was really a 4 main event WrestleMania. That's why Rose is correct in calling it one of the best WrestleMania. So you had, you know, well, you had this match, of course, but you had Brock and Kurt Angle, also Hulk Hogan and Mr. McMahon in a street fight, Stone Cold and The Rock, the third headlining WrestleMania appearance, and of course for the World Heavyweight title, Booker T challenging Triple H.
Sucker.
Sucky ducky
And
quack quack.
we love hot
Hogan,
opening
I'm coming for
matches
you.
on the It Doesn't Matter podcast, and one of the hot opening matches was Rey Mysterio and Matt Hardy for the Cruiserweight Championship. And of course, the greatest band of all time, Limp Bizkit, performing the WrestleMania theme this year.
Strap, this is Seattle, right?
Yeah, I was there. I've been there.
This is where the Seattle Mariners played.
That's right. T-Mobile Park,
What
I believe.
was it? Old Safeco, right? Wasn't it Safeco?
It was.
Safeco Park, yeah.
But now,
At the time.
T-Mobile Park.
If you go back and watch the promo on Raw before this was epic too. The
Yeah.
Jericho Shawn Michaels promo was epic. Jericho did a rundown of how he was a Shawn Michaels fan and how he used to look like him and do his moves. And then he turned and said he wanted to be the first and Jericho rather than the second Shawn Michaels. It's an epic promo. You go watch that before this match.
Good old Jim Ross on commentary.
Back when he knew everyone's name still correctly. I was a sophomore in college when this was going on.
I was on my second marriage when this was going on. little bit of an age difference between John and I.
The John and I.
So you say you've been to that stadium. How was it? I want to go. I need to hit that.
I just love going to, I mean, I'm not a real sports fan, but I do enjoy going to some games, some football or baseball games. I just like being in the arenas, especially WrestleManias that have been in those arenas. And since it's WrestleMania 19, I'm like, here I am, where WrestleMania 19 was, and I cannot figure out where anything was. Like, it's just a baseball field. I'm like, the entrance was over here? So it's really weird. It's really crazy.
Here comes the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
That's right.
They consider him Mr. WrestleMania, but how are you Mr. WrestleMania with a record of 6-12?
Oh,
Can you
God.
tell me that, please?
You don't control your wins and losses.
Isn't that his Montreal Survivor
What?
Series attire?
The higher
Exactly. My man over here said how.
The higher ups control your wins and losses.
How are you, Mr. WrestleMania, with a poor record?
Yes.
The higher ups control your wins and losses. You don't control that. You control what happens in the match.
Your performance?
Mr. WrestleMania to me is the dead man, The Undertaker.
Your epic performances. What you remember more of Shawn Michaels.
Could you be the best NASCAR driver of all time and never win, like the Indy 500 or whatever?
They say no over here.
It's a difference. You don't have control over that. You don't get to pick when you win or lose.
Yoda in attendance in
But
this
you pick-
capacity crowd this evening.
I won a Toyota once.
Undertaker's best matches with who? At WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels.
Dave Batista.
That's a lie.
Oh, he's got a dud.
That's a lie.
Shawn Michaels shooting blinks. I got some memorabilia. Was it? No, it was from the very next year. I got Shawn Michaels confetti from WrestleMania 20. It's in a brown paper bag, and that's as fascinating as it gets.
That's random.
Very random. Shawn Michaels dances a lot, gyrates a lot during his entrance, but he admittedly is not a dancer.
He's an entertainer,
Which shows you how
That's what he
great of
is.
an entertainer Shawn Michaels can be.
and everybody's entertained.
That's why Vince McMahon loved this guy.
Stand back.
You can't tell me everybody in this room didn't try that at one point in life in their living room.
I'll tell you what I have tried in the living room.
That's too
Sweet chin music.
I think we all tried that.
That's close enough.
I do it when I towel off after a shower.
Did y'all ever try the Buff Bagwell strut?
Oh, God.
I don't even know what that is.
Never. Not even when I met him.
Randy Osaga, what's up?
That'd be a match. Buff Bagwell, Shawn Michaels. The battle of who's more manlier here.
We just recently had Buff Bagwell on the It Doesn't Matter podcast talking about his career and why it didn't work out for him in the WWF.
That's right. A very good podcast with Mr. Buff Bagwell, Marcus Alexander Bagwell. Filmed it last night. Breaking kayfabe here. Whenever it's released,
Coming
check
soon.
it out. Check it out. Check out the video too. High definition. Buff Bagwell doing our podcast topless the entire time, as did I. Shawn Michaels blown up from that wild entrance he just made.
All right, they say this match right here is the greatest match of WrestleMania 19 right here, so we're going to be the judge of that one.
According to who and Rose.
Dave Meltzer.
He would never.
Here we go.
Was that enough? Was that enough to get a feel for his opponent right there? That little brief lockup?
This match lasted already longer than the last match we just watched.
The entrance alone. Oh, geez. Randy starting with the questions. Favorite ladder match? It doesn't matter, Randy.
It doesn't matter, Randy.
I'm on the YouTube page. He's commenting on YouTube.
What did Randy write?
Oh, there he is. There he is.
We're not talking about ladders right now, Randy.
Randy, pay attention.
Andy, watching WWE, not AEW.
Randy, go to WrestleMania 19. Check out this Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho's match.
Randy loves Shawn
Greatest
Michaels.
match on the card with Mr. WrestleMania.
I mean, Randy will tell you the infinite story that lots of people have. Became a big wrestling fan after watching him and Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10.
That was a ladder match for you, Randy.
Rose, tell the people about how Shawn Michaels was, how his attitude was back in the day before he came back reborn.
He started the Attitude Era. I don't care what anybody says. DX started the Attitude Era, and he was the lead at DX.
They definitely give him credit for it nowadays. They put him right there in the Attitude Era.
Well, in the Mr. McMahon documentary, they pointed to his coming out with
The gauze.
his
the gauze
trousers
yeah.
stuffed.
The
we'll
socks.
say?
Yeah.
It wasn't gauze, it was socks,
That's what
Dom.
Bruce Pritchard said.
He said it was gauze.
Gauze.
Have you guys seen the Mr. McMahon documentary
no, they
on
said
Netflix?
it was gauze. He said it was socks.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? It's everything that I knew.
Spoiler: he did it.
I didn't know his dad wasn't in his life till he was 12. I didn't
It
know
was
that.
it wasn't the butler.
I
It
heard-
was him.
Heard on the McMahon documentary about that, by his dad. But
Didn't know he didn't meet his dad till he was 12.
If you ever want a 6-hour confession, there it is, the Vince McMahon Netflix documentary.
you know how Vince used to book the shows?
Such a
Basically, whatever you seen on TV, that's what he would do. So you seen Jerry Springer, you want that trashy type of TV. You see tits out, bark like a dog,
Vince McMahon does
all
not
other stuff.
Vince McMahon does not know what a burrito is, okay? His favorite meal is a steak wrap. That's steak with ketchup in a tortilla shell. Most people would call that a burrito. Mr. McMahon has no idea what a burrito is. That's how cultured he is and how sheltered he is.
As a half Mexican, I feel like an authority on this subject.
You can't-
Steak in a tortilla with
Shawn
ketchup
Michaels
is
is taking
not
it
a
to
burrito.
Guerrero, by the way.
No.
Crossbody from the top rope, reversed. 2 count.
Yeah, this match got a lot more action than the Goldberg and Brock Lesnar.
It already lasted longer.
That's because they smaller guys. Well, they say Brock Lesnar was 290. What's Shawn Michaels here? 190?
They would probably say he's 225, but you know
That's what they would say, yeah.
215.
Chris Jericho here at 245. Yeah, right. I don't care how many lifts he wears in his boots. He ain't 245.
250 with the gauze.
And he ran it under a faucet first. The ageless Charles Robinson, the referee.
Savage, were you a fan of Shawn Michaels? Savage is focused on the match right now.
It's a good match. It's worth being focused
Just
on.
say the word burrito. You'll get his attention.
You know, it's funny you asked that because you know what I was thinking? For me, Shawn Michaels falls into the Hulk Hogan category. He's great. He's great. He's great. But he doesn't appeal to me. He doesn't appeal to my interests. But I would never call Shawn Michaels bad. And I recognize how important and like good Hulk Hogan is. But when it comes to in-ring ability, there is no comparison between Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan. None.
I still say to this day, I tell Rosie all the time, Shawn Michaels' second half of his career, the rejuvenated part of his career, was better than the first run.
You know what's sad about Shawn Michaels, I think about? He never got that over to the other team or to the other show and join the NWO. Never really, it didn't happen for him.
It happened on Raw, but it was...
Wait, you're
Yeah,
counting
I don't
that?
really count. Shawn Michaels is technically a member of the NWO.
That
yes.
was watered down.
I'm talking about for
WWE
real.
NWO.
on Earth.
But we have to agree with Vince McMahon. They wouldn't know how to use him. We know that. He'd have been lost in the sauce.
The only downside to Shawn Michaels, he missed a period of time that was really good in wrestling. Is when he was gone.
Who really killed WCW? Hulk Hogan did. He
Hulk
didn't mean
Hogan.
to. They didn't mean to, but that's just how it happened.
It's all about the management.
Eric Bischoff killed WCW.
Well, it's simple math. If Hulk Hogan took everything for himself, there wouldn't be anything left for anyone else. And that's what happened.
WCW was like a broken car. It had a couple of parts replaced. It ran for a few more years, but it was going to go to the junkyard no matter what.
Michaels
So-
is like 35 here and still doing stuff that,
The nip up.
yes.
Who's doing the nip up?
And he was gone for 4 years. Granted, he had a wrestling school, so he probably still had like the
It's like
the
riding a
training.
bike.
But yeah, he just got back on
He
it like
didn't,
nothing.
he didn't miss a step.
Maybe he discovered yoga.
The DDP yoga.
Yeah. Yoga for real heartbreakers.
They said this guy was never going to be able to wrestle again because he had a broken back, bad back, whatever. But
Hey, you know.
you can't tell.
God works miracles.
I mean, Christopher Reeve never walked again, but Shawn Michaels surely got back in the ring again. So did Daniel Bryan and Edge. You know? So miracles don't work for everyone, Superman.
That's why they make remakes. That's why you got Chris Jericho right here.
So we got Brandon Routh as Superman. What? He's not even American.
That's crazy. Jericho controlling the match right now.
See, Jericho knows that Shawn had that bad back, so he's continuing to work on the back right now.
That's right. What a dick move by Jericho.
Such a heel.
It's the Ayatollah. 2003.
So is he still Y2J? Or
Right
is
now,
he-
yeah,
has he
he's still
traded that
Y2J.
in for something else at this point.
No, he's still Y2J at this point. The rock and roller.
Ayatollah rock and roller.
Chris Jericho.
Right here. Oh my gosh! Every time.
Jericho and Shawn Michaels, actual WrestleMania headliners. CM Punk, none. Still.
Bianca Belair won.
You know what makes a good wrestling match, and we know this. You have to sell. What Chris Jericho is doing to Shawn Michaels right now, punishing him. Shawn looks defenseless. It looks good. Everything looks so believable. Yes.
Yeah, that's something that Shawn Michaels has in common with Bret Hart. That incredible ability to sell and get sympathy from the crowd. We've seen Shawn turn that all the way up to 12, facing Hulk Hogan, and it was funny.
They had to make Hogan look good.
It was very funny.
A lot of wrestlers had to make Hogan look good.
It's a masterclass. Hogan and Michaels.
A master class in ridiculousness.
If you guys ever want to see a funny match, check out Hulk Hogan and Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam, right?
Yep.
Shawn make Hogan look good.
SummerSlam 2000.
You know, Hogan got like 4 moves, and when he hit him with that big boot, oh man, Shawn oversold that one.
Who's the overseller? Who's the top overseller?
The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock. The
The
way
Rock
he
is
selling-
up there.
Or Lex Luger. Oh.
Some of the stuff that The Rock does don't even look
Dolph Ziggler?
believable.
Dolph Ziggler's really good at it. And then there's the overselling that's bad, and then there's like good overselling that's just too much. Like
I always like that monkey flip when somebody did it to Ziggler. Like, how he always flip
He
over
landed on his face.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, how you do that?
Over flipped. It looked good though, to be honest.
Good match so far.
Yep. Get a little
Chris
break
Jericho
here
got
before another
Shawn
big
Michaels in
spot.
a headlock. It's a rest hold, so catch your breath.
Yeah. Literally a rest hold. Something
Lil
big's
Nate,
coming up.
Charles Robinson with the spikes, spike haircut, looking crazy.
Here comes the comeback.
I remember in WCW days, they were making action figures, and there was I think it was a Kevin Nash figure, and it was a series of figures that every figure came with like a trash can or a stop sign or a chair, and one of the figures came with Charles Robinson, like as an accessory.
Are you talking about Buff Bagwell? Because me and John was looking
Is
at
it
that
the Buff
yesterday.
Bagwell one?
That's crazy.
We was looking at that
Literally has
yesterday.
a tiny
Literally yesterday.
referee as a accessory. So he could do Get Help from the Avengers, where he picks up Charles Robinson and throws him at somebody.
Yeah, that's
That
crazy.
was a cool line. WCW Toy Biz, their first line of action figures. They're all over the place. They did not line up well with the WWF Jax figures, but they were cool on their own, though. The only one that had any normal posability was actually Goldberg.
Shawn with the comeback again, fighting back. He's been taking a beating the whole match, or most of the match.
Beating off this crowd.
See what Jericho just did? That's a Shawn Michaels move right there with the flying forearm
Not
and the kip
nearly
up.
as pretty. Not nearly.
Yeah,
as
not
pretty.
nearly as pretty. Look, Jericho don't, or Shawn don't pose like that. Look,
Wrong
Here
leg.
comes Shawn's kick
Jericho.
up.
here you go.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's how you do
That's
it.
how you
There
do
we
it with
go.
the kick up. Atomic drop.
Atomic
I
Clothesline.
drop.
don't even see that move anymore.
It's
Such a 90s
Talk about
move.
moves that don't make sense to me. And that
It
was one
died
of
in a
them.
car crash with the Russian leg sweep.
I used to, when Brett used to put the Russian leg sweep on, that was clean.
It was over.
You already knew
Bret
it was
Hart
time.
could use that as a finisher.
Seriously. Why was it called Russian leg sweep and the Canadian perfected it?
Yeah. Canadian leg sweep.
Exactly.
Moonsault.
Boom.
It's over. Damn it.
I always forget about Shawn Michaels. Little effective moonsault off the top. Boop.
See
Shawn
Vader with that
Shawn
move.
had everything in the bag.
Shawn was so
Very
good.
nice.
It just, it made everybody look good. He put a lot of people over.
Here we go.
I give him that. But I was just a Bret Hart guy, so I couldn't do it. He didn't put Bret over.
It's a combination of chain
Jericho going for the
wrestling
walls of
and
Jericho.
lucha libre.
Reverse. Standing switch over into a
Northern Lights
Northern
suplex. You don't even
Lights.
see that anymore.
You don't see Northern Light suplex anymore.
Only from Matt Jackson.
And look at this. Shawn Michaels with a bad back.
I hate the
doing the
Northern Light
bridge.
suplex, but it's effective.
I remember saying a backside. No one's ever won a match with a backside, and then Randy Orton beat Drew McIntyre with it. Unreal.
that was a cheap way to win. Backslide.
Shawn Michaels wearing that nylon choker.
Look at that crowd. Look at that audience. It goes on forever.
John, what was the attendance for Safeco?
No.
It was a 93,173
The capacity wouldn't be that anyway.
Tonight's attendance?
for this one right here.
There's 1.5 million people in that arena right now. Million point four.
That sounds good.
Close to it.
Closed circuit TV. There's thousands of places sold out.
The millions and millions watching on TV.
Now this was real pay-per-view, man. Not the network.
Yeah.
$49.95.
The millions and millions watching here tonight
So I didn't watch this
at
live.
the Cigar Lounge.
My mom wasn't ordering. I didn't have no black box. I had to wait.
Oh, I had the black box.
You watched it on Tuesday?
Not even on Tuesday. I had to wait for my mom's uncle to record it, mail it from San Diego, and then watch it like a week later.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I did.
No, it was a little
that
bit
was
shorter.
dedication.
Shorter for
I
me.
did it.
My mom didn't want me and my friends in her room, so she would record it on the black box and then give us the tape. We go downstairs and watch it.
Oh, the black box recorded? Shoot, it was like DVR?
I hook that to a recorder, man.
See,
That's all.
I ain't used to
You
that.
gotta spend some coins, man.
I used to watch pay-per-views, just look through the blurry line. That's it.
All you could do is hear it back then. You can't even see it.
That's all you needed. Oh,
Commentary only. You had to visualize it.
Saw a booby once in a while.
Oh, nipple. That's it.
Switch it on over to Spice TV.
Rope break.
Oh, man.
Me and Channel 76 have great memories together.
That's crazy.
I watched this at my friend Kenny's house. He had pay-per-view, so I was lucky enough to
Roll up.
be there
1,
for
2, kick out.
So what you guys think about this match so far? Good? Slow? Bad? A lot of action, yeah. And he's still working on the back.
that. It's a cruiserweight move.
Huh? You see the stuff they do now. Jericho is 54 years old today and still wrestling.
Still wrestling.
Shawn Michaels, he's running one of the brands in WWE NXT.
They're like 5 years apart. Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Jericho.
Jericho
Tuning
got
up
his
the
band
band.
Fozzy.
Anybody know Jericho's first gimmick that he immediately put the squash on because he hated it?
No.
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Sweet Chin Music by Jericho.
He just did Shawn Michaels' move. He took too long, though. He should have pinned him right away.
He was tired.
What Gorilla Monsoon say?
1, 2, kick out by Shawn.
Jeff Jarrett was on commentary on Dynamite Title Tuesday last night, he'd be giving it to Jericho right now for not going for that cover right away.
Ain't he great?
He's okay.
Cross body from the second turnbuckle. Shawn fighting back.
Shawn Michaels afraid of laces. He's got Velcro boots.
They're easier to put on. Shawn Michaels going for the walls of Jericho.
Yep, Chris Jericho's finisher. He's trying to go for it now. It's not happening, so he's going to hit him with a slingshot.
Boom.
Knocked himself out.
Why is he not cut open?
Schoolboy. 1-2 kick out.
That move finishes everybody. Schoolboy.
Take a moment to thank our hosts, Horsepower Cigar Lounge,
Yes,
for
thank
turning
you.
on that
Horsepower.
air just a few moments ago.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for having us.
Coolest place to be.
So we got 3 more matches after this, and one of the matches is Paul's choice. And I've never seen it. I've seen pictures, and
I'm gonna spoil it. It's a
close
hornswoggle.
enough.
It's a hornswoggle match, isn't it? It's a hornswoggle match, isn't it?
Standard
they
def.
don't know who that is.
He said Chief J. Strongbow. That's crazy.
It was before my time, so I'm looking forward to watching it.
Fun fact: one of my best friends is Chief J. Strongbow's nephew,
Ain't he Italian?
Luke, Uncle
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah, he's Italian.
Luke Frizzoli.
If you guys watch NXT, Tony D'Angelo is your new North American champion.
Spoiler alert.
Not from New London. Tony D'Angelo.
It's not.
I love his fresh pasta. Oh, wait.
Shawn at the top ropes. Oh, Jericho kicked the ref into the ropes.
Oh, I got hit in
Such
the
a
ding ding.
heel.
Yep,
He should have been disqualified.
that's that ring awareness.
He didn't mean to.
Did it on purpose.
There's some collusion going on here. Jericho and Robinson from the WCW days.
Bobby, what'd you think of the match?
Shawn going.
He's
Jericho
focused.
going
Very
for a
vested, very
suplex
vested.
reverse. Ooh,
Bobby's
ugly
focused.
fall.
He's loving it right now. He's engaged.
It's good.
Great system.
Shawn on the top ropes.
UPN.
Elbow.
You had
Shawn
to
with
fly
a
far
little-
for that one.
Here we go. He's about to tune up the band.
Got ants in his pants.
Tune up
Tune
the
up
band.
the band. Sweet chin music on his way.
He's had this reaction since WrestleMania 12.
Jericho
Oh,
countered.
Jericho ducked it.
Going
Walls
for
of
the walls of
Jericho.
Jericho again. He got him in it.
Come on, apply it the right way.
That's the
Position
Boston
that
Crab.
knee.
That move in the 80s is called the Boston Crab.
Yeah.
Such
Yeah.
a
What's
simple
in a
move.
name? Because this is not a walls of
Shawn
Jericho.
inching for the ropes. We need a rope break. Come on.
Come on, rope break.
Get there. Oh, Jericho
That's how
drags
you
him
do
back
it.
to
Pull
the
him
middle of the ring.
That's how you do it.
After this, Dom, you said you're gonna let me show the folks how to put on a real walls of Jericho.
Yeah, you can do it on John.
Somebody got to be
John Carter, that is. Volunteer basis.
rope break.
By God.
Oh my God.
Don't cry for him.
Jericho's life flashing before his eyes right now.
He's over there crying.
He's like, what the hell is a learning tree?
Jericho's blaming the ref.
You're not Charles Robinson. Your hair's too spiky.
That's terrible.
Charles Robinson's stunt double.
Woo!
Sweet chin
Sweet
music.
chin music.
Jericho down. Shawn down.
It's the rim shot.
HBK.
Come on, Shawn. Crawl over.
Heartbreak Kid trying to capitalize.
The crazy thing is, Shawn Michaels' move is just a common move now. Everybody does it,
1,
and nobody
2.
wins from it anymore.
Kick out
Gotta protect your finish, brother.
because he didn't tune up the band.
Yeah, you gotta jazz up your foot before you do the kick.
Most of the moves now are basic moves. Most of the finishers back then was basic moves now. The leg drop.
Well, the atomic drop, Didn't they give that to
Gotta put
Rocky
some
Maivia?
nuclearism
The
on it.
DDT.
No. Was it the atomic drop? Didn't they have
Yeah,
him
he
doing
did
that?
it. He did that too.
Was that his finisher though?
No, he had like a
No, he had the
the-
shoulder breaker.
the shoulder breaker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the shoulder breaker.
that and the crossbody off the top rope.
If I wanted to
See?
end somebody, I wouldn't
Working
zero
on
in
Shawn's
on their
back again.
shoulder.
Shoulder pain.
Unless you work,
KO.
you got to work on it the whole match.
Here you go.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Shawn wins
Michaels.
the match.
Yes, bad back and all. Shawn Michaels is your winner.
Wow.
That
just
actually
proved
surprised
that-
me.
What a match.
I forgot that was the
Never beat
finish.
Shawn Michaels.
What a match.
I forgot.
What do you guys think about that match? Was it a good one? All right,
That was
we just
good.
we're just heating up.
That was the best match on the card.
Spectacular.
This is 2003 right here.
We don't deal in absolutes here.
Wow, we're really staying in an era, aren't we? 2004, 5. What'd you say this was? 2002?
The first one was 16. This is
Eddie's
03.
match is 2004.
There he is. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful how an arena goes from daytime to nighttime?
Shawn waiting for Jericho to get up.
HBK
Shawn-
says, that does work for me, brother.
Shawn reaches his hand out for a handshake.
This is the original.
Jericho
I'm sorry,
hugs
I
him.
love you.
That's how you do. You got to show respect.
His old,
To your
his,
idols.
his favorite wrestler.
Now kick him in the groin.
He kicks him in his groin.
I love
Shawn slides down Jericho's chest.
Oh.
Oh, man.
I promise I didn't remember that. You just feel it coming, you know?
Sure wasn't.
you. It wasn't
So
nice, Bobby.
disrespectful.
Hit him in the ding ding.
That wasn't nice.
It's like if someone owes you money, then they give it to you, and then they hit you in the nuts. So you got what you wanted, you big baby.
The-
That wasn't nice.
Here's your $10 that I owe you.
It's just a complete display of rudeness from Chris Jericho.
Yes.
Totally unbecoming of a WWE superstar.
Shawn's the winner, but he doesn't look like it.
Love him tender.
Get that man some ice or some gauze.
You get kicked in your nuts, you won't look like a winner neither.
All right, that was it for WrestleMania 19. Our next match is John's choice, Stratfac's choice, and
What?
we are going to take it to WrestleMania 34 from New Orleans. I
That's
was there,
right.
Stratfax was there. Are you guys familiar with Ronda Rousey?
Ronda
bit.
Rousey.
A little bit.
We're going to get to know her.
Baddest
familiar
girl on the
with-
planet.
With Kurt Angle? Are you familiar with the game Triple H?
Do you know anyone?
The game.
You know,
Triple H.
you know Stephanie McMahon? Well, we're going to get them
Helmsley.
in a mixed tag team match. John,
What?
why'd you choose this match?
Yes, why?
That's right, folks. This is my choice. The wrestling that made us. And I chose this match. I absolutely love this match, not to give it too much hype or attention. But if I had to show, I ask myself and answer my own questions a lot. So if I had to show anyone pro wrestling and say, why do you watch it? I say, watch this match and tell me you don't like it.
Everybody tell me you don't like it.
I don't like it.
Present company excluded.
So Ronda dominated everybody in UFC. So this is her first
Until she
match.
got dominated.
Yeah, until she got dominated,
Right.
you know?
Someone figured her out.
Yeah. So she comes over to WWE and she want to do what the women do. She trying to put that brand on her back.
It was a
The
couple
women's
years in
brand.
the making.
Yeah, very smart move on the count of WWE, and it follows a tradition. Bringing Ronda Rousey in is the same thing as bringing in Cyndi Lauper. This is about finding new audiences.
Yes.
Ronda had no choice. She was getting her ass beat in UFC by Holly Holmes. and
You could be in the
Amanda Nunes.
WWE, or you could be a spokesperson for the general. I mean, what do you want to do?
You could stay in UFC and get your face busted in.
Shaquille O'Neal can do anything, okay?
Ronda Rousey wanted to do what the WWE women and superstars do. And she literally thought you just work on Monday nights and pay-per-views. Nah, it don't work like that. You got to go on the road. You got your house shows, your live events, And she experienced that, and she became good. So you're going to see.
I have a new appreciation for Stephanie McMahon, too, after the Mr. McMahon documentary. Just knowing the character so well. And seeing her wrestle, it's fine, whatever. But you don't really get to see the real side of her.
Stephanie McMahon is an excellent performer.
I'll be
for
back.
sure.
Taking a powder.
As Rose takes a powder, you damn right, Eddie. Got to teach those guys what that word, what that phrase meant.
Powder out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get out there.
Girls just want to have fun, man.
We go all the way out there with it.
Cyndi Lauper was at WrestleMania 1, Ronda Rousey, WrestleMania 34.
I felt like that would be a little easier to understand because I could also compare Ronda Rousey to Liberace for the same reason.
WrestleMania 1.
I understood that reference.
Two Olympic competitors. It's wonderful.
So, John, you met Ronda Rousey. How was your meeting with her?
Incorrect, Tom. We did not meet Ronda Rousey.
Oh, you didn't go? I thought you went to go for the book signing.
Yes, Ronda Rousey did a surprise book signing in Middletown, and I was hoping I could get out of work early that day, but I could not. And me and Abel rushed to Middletown, and we missed her by 20 minutes. Exactly. Boo.
Yeah.
So thanks for bringing up that memory, Dom. But I did
My
meet
bad.
Becky Lynch, but that's a whole different story. So there you go.
We ain't talking about her tonight.
John's
not.
bosses at Chuck E. Cheese wouldn't let him leave early.
Fucking mouse. It's not even a real mouse.
He's a ball pit attendant.
I did meet Kurt Angle. Did you meet Kurt Angle?
Yeah.
I met Kurt Angle at the Crystal Mall when they actually have stores. Yes.
When they had hair?
Crystal Mall.
Do they have hair?
I was
No.
at the Crystal Mall today.
You didn't have
I didn't see Kurt Angle or anyone.
Nope.
Oh, my goodness.
Me and Rose, we met Kurt Angle. They was like, can we take a picture with Kurt Angle? We're going to put it in the newspaper. I'm like,
$40
yeah,
bucks.
right. They put us in the newspaper. Ain't that right, Rose? We met Kurt Angle. Crystal Mall.
It's true. It's damn true.
Yes, sir.
If you guys ain't familiar with Kurt Angle, he's an Olympic gold medalist in 1996. He won it in Atlanta, Georgia with a broken freaking neck.
Children love him. Damn it.
Ronda Rousey, she's an Olympic gold medalist too, right?
I don't think it was gold.
An Olympian.
She did medal, I think.
All right, well, I'll take that back then.
Which
Olympic
means,
medalist.
Which
Ronda
means she was
Rousey.
way closer to getting the gold than I ever was.
We won the same amount of gold
You,
medals.
Ronda's
you
still
got the
winning.
gold. You got the big gold right there. Well, the other gold.
I've been into it earlier. It's all chocolate. Ooh, look at that. Those pre-cut tables.
Are you sure about that?
Stephanie McMahon, the boss.
I'm going to say what no one has the guts to say. I
She's the
hate
boss.
this logo for this WrestleMania. Just hate it. It's on brand for Louisiana, but I just don't like it.
All right.
Color scheme matched, but the logo itself is basic.
Q
Yeah,
Motorhead.
Love this entrance.
Time to play the game.
Q badass.
You can't say that's
women
not
on
badass
bikes.
right there. Everybody in the motorcycles. Make me want to get one.
There you go. You know, they say when you've been married together a long time, you start to
She
look
should
alike.
have had the hood on too.
That would have been badass.
She didn't even ride her motorcycle, did she?
You think Vince taught her? You got to do it like this.
Is it one of those with two wheels in the back?
Yeah, she had a trike.
Yeah.
Is that what they got?
Her and Triple H had the same one.
What if Steph was in the sidecar?
She
That'd be
got
fun.
the tricycle.
Or the tricycle.
She's Robin to Triple H's Batman.
Or she was holding on to Triple H's back. Huh?
WrestleMania 34, New Orleans.
He's got one of those shirts on that says, if you can read this, the bitch fell off on the back.
It is a tricycle, yeah. That's how everyone feels when they mow their lawn.
I'm too poor to have one of those. I still got to push mine.
It's battery powered. It's silent.
You can only afford 2 wheels.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I got to push mine. It's not electric.
Is this like a bunch of Stephanies? Like there was a bunch of John Cena's at WrestleMania? Who were those people?
They never clarified.
I'd rather not speak out of turn on the ladies on bikes, not bicycles. You know, Triple H like those Latin phrases. You know, Imperium was one of them.
Yep.
Wonder where that came from.
Well, he himself is Latin.
The Latin sensation from New Hampshire.
Triple H is the man behind the scenes of
The
WWE
Latin
right
assassin, Triple H.
Puerto Rican hero, Triple H. Spit if
Forgot
you're
she does this
Boricua.
with him.
now. Stephanie spits too.
I forgot about this.
That's a badass entrance.
Yeah.
It was okay.
That's badass.
His entrance is awesome.
That's badass.
His is.
The one he came out, what was it, WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans?
I mean, just his regular entrance is awesome. It's always super extra.
And I like how he changes his music. When he's all about business, you hear the King of Kings. And then when he's getting ready to wrestle, it's time to play the game. Like, you already know.
Any other wrestler get 2 theme songs simultaneously ever?
Mankind.
Mankind.
He had 3.
No, I
It's
was
an
talking about.
asterisk though, because that
Mankind,
was for
Do
different
Love.
gimmicks.
No, I was gonna say Mankind because when he came to the ring, it was like that sadistic, twisted music.
Yeah.
But when after he won his match, it's all soft and
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you're
that-
right about that.
I call it the moaning ghosts.
The Rock and Sock connection.
That's
It's a
cool.
laser show, a real laser show, guys.
I'll tell you what, guys, I never liked Triple H
Really?
as a
people
wrestler. Never. I never liked Triple H.
He's awesome.
You like him because of DX.
Yo, that's crazy.
I never liked dude.
It's
Triple H
DX
is
Green for you.
One of the ones.
I love Triple H.
What didn't you
now.
like about him?
Dude, his flying knee, man, the spine buster. Are you serious?
That's it. The knee was dope.
Wow.
But yo, you want to know why I didn't like him? Because he did his job too damn good. He was a heel. I did not like him.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
He perfected being a heel.
You're not
That-
saying he isn't good though.
He is damn good. I just did not like him because I like the most electrifying man in all entertainments.
Kurt Angle.
The Rock.
I used to always beef with my best friend who he was a Triple H fan. I was always a Rock fan. So
See?
we were always pissed off. When, depending on how
I
the
like
night
both
went.
of those guys.
I
Triple
like
H and The Rock.
America.
American made.
She got the American shirt. I see her.
Right.
But it annoyed me because he actually hated The Rock. He wouldn't ever give him credit. I was the Rock fan, but I knew Triple H was good.
Yeah,
When I make a wrestling character, so many of my moves are Triple H's.
Yeah, he's
I like
he's
the
got
knee,
the
though.
package.
Pause.
He's-
Not that.
he's
Whoa,
the
I'm too
real
old for that.
All right,
The
Shannon.
wrestling package, man. Come on, Dom. Come on, man.
This is Kurt Angle's first match back at WrestleMania.
Are they saying you suck? When he
John, what
comes
year
out?
was this?
So
17, 18?
18? No. 18.
18.
2018. That's right.
I was in the building.
Superdome, round 2.
Let me tell you about my experience at the Superdome round 2.
Talk about it.
I had them tickets just to be in the building. That's all I could afford. So I was in the nosebleeds. So you would think you'd be able to taste the escalator? Hell no. The escalator was so broken, you had to walk up them damn steps.
Oh, you was up there
Yes.
next to Jesus.
The Superdome is a dump. No doubt.
I like my drinks. I like my beer. I like my popcorn and whatnot. You think I kept going up and down the stairs?
There
That
we
shit?
go.
Your popcorn would have been cold by the time you got to the top.
Hell no. I was all set. I was going
It's-
back up there.
Main event time. There you go, Ronda Rousey, all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
All right, so Paul, Ronda Rousey is a Roddy Piper fan, if you can't tell. She
Hopped
loved
up.
Roddy Piper. That jacket she's wearing right there is actually Roddy Piper's.
She's hopped up on Joan Jett is what she's hopped up on. And that's how you can tell a wrestler is important.
I
If
love
their
that
theme
song.
song is one you've heard on the radio.
I love the song.
I've never heard that song before.
We're big
Bad
used to
reputation. Joan Jett. Joan Jett's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Bad
can't
Joan
make
Jett.
a statement, then ask about
it.
it.
If we say it another time, she'll show up.
I know it was Joan.
Yeah, Joan Jett.
Joan Jett?
Joan Jett.
Joan Jett. She's so happy. This is the happiest you'll see Ronda in her entire WWE career. This match.
John, why did you pick this match again?
Because this is the greatest WrestleMania match of all time.
You a damn lie.
That's
Even John Carter looked at you like, yeah, I don't watch wrestling, but I know you lying.
that sounds crazy.
What kind of freaking answer you want from me? I think it's my 5th best. That's why I'm bringing it to the Horsepower Cigar Lounge. Only top
Horsepower?
5 stuff here.
Live from the Horsepower Cigar Lounge.
That's right.
Kurt Angle introducing black into his attire, which was new.
That's navy blue.
Is it?
Nah, that's black.
Anybody know why Triple H cut his hair?
Don't make me think my eyes are going.
The reason why Triple H cut his hair is because he didn't look professional with the ponytail wearing the suit.
So
being
go bald.
COO.
And
So that's why
he got out in front of that receding hairline, which hasn't happened yet, but
That's what
when
people
it
do.
does, you won't know.
You're like a created wrestler.
You gotta get ahead of your baldness. Hello, friend. Welcome to the It Doesn't Matter podcast.
Here at the Cigar Lounge.
You're here just in time for the greatest WrestleMania match of all time.
This is
According
John's
to
choice
John.
right here.
I can't believe the greatest WrestleMania match of all time has Stephanie McMahon as an active
right.
wrestler in it.
Who are you to doubt Stephanie McMahon?
She lands the first
Down
strike.
Dandy.
Everyone's a dandy. Look at Steph. Look at that. Yeah, cheap shot. Ow! Get back out there, Steph. Yeah, look at that. Pure striker, Stephanie McMahon.
Cerebral assassin.
Oh.
The other is cerebral.
So Kurt
assassin.
Angle wanted to fight Triple H one-on-one at WrestleMania. Triple H said no. Stephanie McMahon said he accepts, but you have to find a partner because I'm getting involved too. So he chose the baddest chick in the world, Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
Kurt Angle working tight because that's all his muscles are.
Is this the main event?
No.
No, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
But
Hell
I'll tell you what.
no.
I'll tell you what. You know why it qualifies as a main event? Have you seen the rest of the card? It sucks. It
What
gets
was the
worse.
main event of this card?
Roman Reigns and Triple H. No, Roman Reigns and Undertaker.
I'm about to say Triple H fighting right now.
Roman Reigns and Brock. Excuse me.
I'll tell everyone this if you don't know the card. But
Roman Reigns
there's one
and
more
Brock
match later
Lesnar.
on at
This
this
is like
WrestleMania show.
12 years ago.
They fought
Want a
like
history lesson or not?
Yes, do it. Go ahead.
God damn it. So later on, there's one more tag team match. It's Daniel Bryan's return match, teaming with Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Okay? Daniel Bryan gets kicked out of the match. People don't want to see that. They don't want to see Daniel Bryan hurt again.
We asked about the
okay?
main event.
He comes back in. I'm getting there. Have you listened to the It Doesn't Matter podcast? You know what kind of rants I go on? You know how many educational lessons I give you people?
Yeah, I've been on enough.
Apparently,
to
I'm
go.
not being respected in my own match. The greatest WrestleMania match of all time.
So I was at this show and
Hold on.
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
He's
sir.
not done
Do
yet.
you want the lesson or not?
Preach.
No, I don't care anymore. Go ahead, watch this shitty match. I don't give a fuck.
I feel like
Skip, go on, bring in Greg Valentine and Roddy Piper. Come on. All right,
That's
black
next.
and white.
That's next.
Go ahead, Don. What are you gonna say?
So you said the next match. What was it after this? Daniel Bryan match after this?
I don't know. You tell me.
You remember? I
Yeah, I know.
barely
You don't
remember
like to
this
say it or
damn
not?
card.
Dom, you was there.
Yeah.
John, you was there too?
The energy was gone after Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan.
Why?
Cause Shane's fucking crazy,
No.
jumping off scaffolds and shit.
John, you was at this pay-per-view?
There were no scaffolds in that match.
Well, jumping off something.
He did not jump off anything.
Didn't Braun Strowman win the tag team title with Nicholas,
Yes.
like a 10-year-old kid?
Yes.
From the crowd?
Yes.
I remember that. And I remember they said,
What
"Oh,
else
if
do you
Roman's in the
remember?
main event, we leaving." Mad people left.
Was the people next to you left?
Yes. I mean, I could put my legs out.
Right next to you?
You sure that was the reason?
Anyway, this was the highlight of this WrestleMania for many reasons, none of which I'll get into because I'll just be interrupted.
Stephanie getting involved heavily in his match.
So you said it was the highlight for your WrestleMania. Was it because of Ronda Rousey?
What?
What?
Was Ronda
What?
Rousey your highlight? Her debut right here?
All right, do you want to know that the main event of this WrestleMania, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. This is supposed to be Brock Lesnar losing the title to Roman Reigns, but no one gave a crap about Roman Reigns at this point in time. So when Brock Lesnar just randomly won the match after 4 F5s, it killed the crowd. The crowd was miserable leaving the Superdome. Okay?
I was miserable. I had to walk down them damn stairs.
I'll tell you what else the fans were not happy about. Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles for the WWE title. That was that did not live up to expectations either.
John, was you miserable? You said everybody else was miserable.
Were you there?
I wasn't.
Oh, yeah, and Charlotte versus
Couldn't afford
Asuka for the title, right?
No, compare that experience. Compare being there live, like as I was, as Dom was, as my friends were. Compared leaving WrestleMania 4 years earlier at WrestleMania 30 when Daniel Bryan won the main event, YesLMania all over the streets, how happy the people of New Orleans were at that time. To compare to this year's WrestleMania, leaving with a main event no one gave a crap about, Roman and Brock, and the wrong person winning, Brock, and then leaving the Superdome in just this disgusted, tired, angry manner.
And I had to walk down them damn steps. I was in the nosebleeds.
That's what you get for buying cheap seats.
Hey, man. That's all I can afford. I'm on the budget.
Just to be in the
Got
building.
him.
Yeah. Go sniff the trash can outside the arena. I was there.
Cheap seats.
Cheap seats.
Cheap seats, get more on food.
John, why are you sitting way down there and I'm sitting up here? Because I like to see.
I can see you with the Titantron.
No, I don't need the damn Titantron. So here it is. Ronda Rousey yet to tag into the match here. It's all Kurt Angle and Triple H action with bits of Stephanie McMahon in there. Great move, Steph.
Stephanie knows what she's
Heat.
doing.
Right.
True heel.
So, John, who did you want to win at this match at the time when you first seen this?
When you was there, not in the nosebleeds.
I had no favorites.
Really?
Yeah, but you know, Kurt Angle making his first WrestleMania appearance in so many years. Of course, you want to go for the baby faces.
Nice.
Triple H taking that bump. He took the same bump in Australia, and he tore his tricep.
You know why I didn't like? How
That
they
bump?
didn't acknowledge Kurt Angle's time in TNA. They made it seem like this guy just stopped wrestling. How long was he in TNA for? Like 6 years, 7 years, whatever?
Maybe it was a
They
dark
didn't talk
point
about
in
other
his
companies
life.
back then.
Yeah, you didn't like it, but you weren't surprised by it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, at that time, yeah.
Triple H isn't there to protect her.
If it was now, they would have talked about it.
Once Ronda gets tagged in, Stephanie has to come in.
Oh, June's feeling it.
Uh-oh. Like a house of fire.
Here we go.
Ronda Rousey. She's Randy, all right.
Ronda made it believable
So much momentum on the clothesline. She rolled through.
because she was a real fighter.
Put your hair up and fight.
Shades of Conan.
Suplex. Look at those cat-like reflexes. There you go. That's how you know she's going to put someone up.
I ain't gonna lie. I used
Cover
to like
up.
when Ronda wrestled, man.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she's going to beat your ass.
But the match that she had with Charlotte Flair,
Those are good.
that was a Survivor Series. They was banging
No
out.
crowd questions.
Charlotte's good though. Charlotte's
What? She gets a 5 count.
she's Ronda Rousey. She can do what she wants. The baddest woman on the planet at the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's got Steph's hair
If
caught up
Vince
in her
McMahon
fingernails.
paid money for your theme song, you can throw a closed fist punch.
She's on the same level as CM Punk.
Oh, look at the distance on
What
that.
was that?
That was an Olympic level throw.
That was a UFC throw.
Ain't nobody doing that in UFC.
You better be. You ain't been watching lately.
Right out of the octagon.
Stephanie backing off, but it's not working. She's already had enough cheap shots in this matchup.
Kick her in the groin, Stephanie.
I've had dreams of this. Ronda Rousey with that arm-based
Playing
offense.
to the crowd.
Armbar.
Armbar. Oh, yeah, Steph.
Go ahead,
She's been
Steph.
training for this one.
Steph
Move
note.
number
Heck
53.
yeah.
Armbar.
Gotta keep those hands locked. Then she can't extend it. Submission specialist Stephanie McMahon here.
I should have been a pin count.
It could be a pin count, yeah. But Ronda, she's got her shoulders up.
Shoulders down right there.
Down right there.
Oh, where were you, Drake?
He just happy.
Referee Drake Younger.
He was happy Nicholas won the title.
Oh,
There's nobody there, Stephanie.
Hubby's taking a nap.
Where is he?
He's got 4 daughters, you know.
He's dead. He's dead. Dead on the sideline.
Resting his quads.
Stephanie McMahon's tag team partner is dead. I don't know how she's going to come back from this.
Steph is manning up here. Oh,
DDT.
that's right. She won the women's championship that way.
1, 2.
Who should be, John?
Oh, Jacqueline or something.
Everything goes back to Jacqueline.
Yeah, BDC, that's for you.
We love Jacqueline.
BDC said,
BBC.
somebody asked in the chat the other day, if you get stuck in a log cabin with somebody as a wrestler, who we want to be? He said Jacqueline.
Stuck in a log cabin with a wrestler? Who would it be?
Platonically.
He said Jacqueline.
It's crazy.
Hey, man, that's cool. I got a Jacqueline T-shirt.
She
for
had
Hall
a
of Fame.
T-shirt?
Yeah, Jacqueline Hall of Fame. When she went in the Hall of Fame, I got that.
She made it to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. Nah, she deserved it. You can't knock Jacqueline.
I didn't say she didn't deserve it. I'm just saying I didn't know she did.
I also
she made
only
it.
buy
She in the Hall of
clearance
Fame?
merchandise, so
Yeah, I guess so.
Is
Jacqueline in the
See,
Hall
I'm
of
not the
Fame?
only one
like
that shocked.
$6.
Shoot. She bought a new wig for the Hall of Fame.
You said she bought a new wig?
For the Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
I like Stephanie mocking Ronda with her own taunt.
What color
Stealing a
was it?
taunt.
Black.
Show me a mean face.
I want someone to look at me the way Ronda looks at Steph.
You gotta find the right one, John.
Gotta find the right one.
I don't know, bro. That's kind of scary if she look at you
Might
like
be
that.
a Waterford girl.
That move is so trash.
Just do an angle slam.
Oh, she's got her
And
shoulders
you're
down.
partnering with angle. You probably
Oh.
fine with it.
Oh.
There you go. Triple H interfering. There you go.
That's not a 3 count
New
today.
Hampshire's finest Latino, Triple H.
Veins popping out
Returning
his
from his
head.
coma.
Toma.
The game. Returning from his
He
coma.
can't do it. He can't do that.
Hey, you want to fight like a man, you're going to get beat up like a man.
That's
We don't
not
discriminate.
allowed. Get him, Kurt.
I'm going to allow it.
Lackadaisical
Get him,
rules
Kurt.
here.
Get him, Kurt.
He's like, I was bald first.
That's crazy.
Not
by choice.
Yeah, about to say not by choice. Look at Corey Graves. With that blonde flat top he got. Hey,
Coach.
coach is there. I ain't know coach was there. I forgot.
Coach wants to come back.
No, he don't.
Coach can
Reverse.
suck.
Yes, he does. He does.
Coach sucks.
I don't know if he's wanted back.
Oh,
You gotta take out the Spanish announce table first.
It's
It's a
tradition.
rule.
that's his
Tradition.
people. That's Triple H's people right there.
I don't know why.
I remember being a kid and noticing that.
Because they acknowledge National Hispanic
We're not
Heritage Month.
using any
That's
of
why.
that equipment to broadcast on television right now. Break that.
It's all secondhand. Like the smoke in here.
It's always funny when they broke both tables. Next thing they just rebuild the English table.
Don't turn around. Uh-oh.
Ronda hulking up.
Triple H started it. He pulled her out of the ring. He's got-
Triple H wondering, what is my life right now?
She don't want this smoke.
Triple H, get the smoke.
Triple H is not afraid.
Triple H, get the smoke at Horsepower Cigar Lounge. Come on down.
Yes, sir. Live. Horsepower Cigar Lounge.
Triple H taking the left side. Listen, I'll give you an extra 20. Just stay back here, all right?
20.
He said, stay here and relax.
Let me take care of this bitch right
About to
here.
handle this light work.
Slides him a $20
All right.
bill.
Yeah. All right, tough girl. You want some of this? I'm the COO.
Not at this time.
I booked this shit.
Not at this time.
All right. Come on, whiny. Let's go. Come on, you want some of this? Oh.
He wasn't Paul Levesque yet.
Cover up. Watch out.
Triple H should be used to that. Oh, you hang out with
Look at
Shawn
that.
Michaels tonight?
Look at that. Squat
McMahon.
power. Squats. Piper's
Do
Pit.
it.
So, what was this move called? Anybody know?
Piper's Pit, isn't it?
Oh,
Women's special
that
slap.
move at the time was called the bitch slap.
The originator.
That was a slap.
Yes.
The originator of the slap.
But you don't do that to Ronda Rousey, though.
She out. Peace out.
Careful. Watch the clothesline.
Where you going?
Shoplifter.
Ronda said, where you going? Stephanie had no business being in this match.
Ooh. Well, that British Bulldog style.
Typical McMahon inserting themselves.
It's the hardest part of the ring.
Is it?
The ring post.
Thought it was the apron.
Here it is.
Broken freaking neck.
Two former WWE champions going at it here.
Suplex.
Two legit main eventers going at
Belly
it.
belly.
The Hall of Fame knee.
German suplex. 1.
Going to Normandy.
There's 2. The original suplex city.
Here we go. Dunkirk.
How old was Kurt at this
3.
time, John?
Huh?
How old was Kurt at this time?
Man, you really like the ages of these people.
Kurt is 89 years old in
He's
this
moving
match.
like he's 89.
Yeah, Kurt's older at this time, so he's getting busy.
Kurt Angle, a young 89
Triple H
years
with pedigree.
old.
24-year-old
Fresh
Kurt
bald
Angle.
head. Ankle lock that took 3
Going
days.
for the world's
Nope.
most dangerous ankle lock.
Oh, pedigree.
Pedigree. Nope. Reverse.
Triple H was in the
Slingshot.
movie. The Disciplinarian. That's the second slingshot we've seen tonight.
Ankle slam.
Hey! That move has pinned
1,
millions.
2. Oh.
Come on now.
That guy can't believe it.
You
2
know-
count.
You know he was going to kick out of that.
2.
You got to put a little oomph into it.
One of the
He ain't got no
cameras
slump
zoomed in on
left
that
in him
guy.
by then.
Ankle slam is good for a opponent that's bigger than you, though. It'll drop somebody.
It was ugly when you used to do the Big Show back in the day.
Oh, Big Show's ugly.
500
Well,
pounds.
Big Show felt it, though. But it was
There
ugly.
it is.
Ankle lock.
A front ankle
Got a
lock.
C-clamp on.
Nope. Stephanie interrupts.
Former lovers, allegedly.
I really like you, Steph.
No more. What, are you crazy?
You
All
broke
these
my heart.
people.
What was she trying to do?
She got her leg up there.
Look at those knee pads.
She was going to kick him in the heart.
I guess so.
Put
In
the
his
leg
nipple.
down.
She's going to actually break his heart.
She's gonna kick him in his nipple.
He's like, it's WrestleMania. I'm going to do it. It's one time to attack a female. It's at WrestleMania.
This is why it's weird to me that people say this is fake. I don't understand.
WrestleMania
Then
is your
explain this to me.
Super Bowl. WrestleMania is your Game 7 of the World Series.
Ankle lock.
This is it right here.
Come on, game. Come on,
for
game.
pedigree.
Pedigree.
Got it.
Boom.
Oh, the best dog food.
1, 2.
Push.
Interruption by Ronda Rousey.
Speed. What speed?
It ain't over yet.
Just when you think it's over, it's not over yet.
Triple H has had enough of Ronda Rousey's shit tonight.
What
So
year is this again?
You're striking at me.
Just trying to figure out what kind of phones are in the crowd.
I think it was like
right now filming
27
this.
or 17 or 18.
22, that's
Okay.
right. The
So
Galaxy
none of this
S7.
footage is salvageable.
7.
Still flip flop.
Looks like crap.
The iPhone 8.
I think I got a picture of BDC up there.
Some blackberries out there still.
BlackBerry storms.
Sidekicks.
Ronda Rousey going to feel the storm in a moment here.
Ronda Rousey about to get pedigreed.
Triple H saying hello,
Nope.
Moto.
Hold the phone.
Powerbomb
Wait a
reverse.
minute. Huda Kadrada.
Armbar.
Oh,
Very nice.
yeah, crisscross in the neck of Triple
Tap.
H. He's choking him out.
Tap
He's
Paul.
not. She's not allowed to do that.
Come on, ref. Check so you can breathe.
Supposed to
Ref,
be-
you gotta interrupt it.
He's
That's a
supposed
choke.
to. It's supposed to be women with women and guys with the guys.
Choke.
She's not allowed to do that.
But he got slipped that extra 20 earlier.
No submission holds allowed in this wrestling match.
Oh, there comes Steph.
Stephanie to save the day.
Steph choking her out now.
Back on same gender violence.
Gender on gender violence.
That's right. Gotta keep it clean here. Sleeper hold. A favorite of her favorite, Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Oh, the sleeper, right?
Yeah.
Armbar.
Wait, does Stephanie still have it locked?
Wrestling
She has
move
arms
27, armbar.
Once she wrench it back, it's a wrap.
Up, Kurt
Ankle
Angle.
lock.
Double submission.
Here we go.
2 and 1.
Here we go.
Who taps first?
Pull the blackberries out. This is photo worthy.
1.3 megapixels. Oh, no.
That's good.
You
That was
can't
good.
do that.
It was a reversal. You could do that.
You
Kurt
can't
Angle-
do that.
Kurt Angle accidentally nailing his tag team partner here.
It's looking like an AEW match right here.
Angle closed on his own teammate.
That was a good spot, though. That was good.
I fell.
John, you picked a good match. Not really.
Some would
but
say it's the greatest WrestleMania match
not
of
really.
all time.
Not really.
I want to say it's the greatest WrestleMania match of all time, but it is a good match. I'll give you that.
All right, I'll take a tenth of a good
I
compliment.
wouldn't even say that.
Oh, no. Angle ass over tea kettle. If it works for one, it works for the other.
The McMahon Helmsley
Regime.
duel is on top right now.
That's right. Yeah, give him the gun.
You think they was icing each other after the match?
They better have been.
Oh,
Pedigree?
here we go.
Double
That's
pedigree?
right.
Oh, my gosh.
The husband and wife that does it together stays together.
Reverse
Hold
one.
the phone. Wait a minute. Triple H
I don't
jumping
know why
over.
she was watching to see what's going on.
Reverse
All right.
two.
Look at Steph go. Oh,
Here
it's
it
a wrap.
Armbar.
But you see, she
Hands
got her hands clenched.
Clench.
She ain't gonna tap. Now they clinch like that.
Not yet.
Ronda's been through this already. What's she going to do?
Ronda's a UFC
She's
fighter.
using that
She knows how to
shoulder
break
as
it out.
momentum to break up with the fingers.
That's a should be pin
Push.
count. That's a
Push.
oh no, shoulders up.
Push. Break the lock. It's broken. Ronda in full mount, full control. She's going to break that arm.
Armbar. She tapped
There you
immediately.
go. Ronda Rousey and Triple H are your winners.
Triple H.
Or excuse me, Kurt
Wait,
Angle.
we have to wait for the
you
official
go.
word.
Hey, look,
Look at Dana White.
there's Dana. John, you sitting next to him?
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
John, where were you sitting at?
I was right there.
I didn't see
I
you.
was right there. I'm right there.
Right there.
Not there.
We
There.
know,
right
we
there.
know Dom was at the ceiling. Where was you
Yeah.
sitting, John?
So in the middle. Club level.
Lower level, middle.
Club level.
I tell you what, everybody's leaving for that Roman and Brock match. You think I left? Shit.
You should have left too.
Hell no. I was counting steps.
You should have joined the crowd.
It's easier to take
Should've
stairs
left with the
down
crowd.
than they are up.
Dom was so high up there when people get pinned and they're counting the lights, they can actually see Dom's face.
Cool Ray can tell you.
If you put your thumb out
Dom's
there,
crowd
airplane would
left. He
pick
should
you
have
up.
left with him.
I saw a Team Hogan sign. What's that about?
Who knows?
He wasn't
Team
outed
Hogan
yet.
at WrestleMania? What
Actually,
is
he
that?
was.
Who cares about Hogan?
I really don't remember, man. I gotta go back. I gotta go back and watch WrestleMania 33 and 34.
Is it? I mean, is
33.
he on the card tonight?
No, he's not.
No.
No.
Oh wow, okay.
That's
They're
not
hoping he'd make an appearance.
That was
for
John
Eddie.
holding that sign.
So you guys think about Ronda Rousey and her WWE debut?
She did it till she got tired of it.
Outstanding, huh?
John Carter over here says it's pretty good. Bobby, what you think? You don't watch wrestling. What do you think over here, buddy? All right, entertaining.
Just the
That's good.
commentary, right, Bob?
That's good.
I always felt
He
like
does enjoy the
right at the
commentary.
end of Ronda Rousey's career when she or her run, she was just not in the mood to be there anymore. They were trying to make her a good guy.
She hated Triple H.
Now, like I
she
said,
hated.
If you were
Vince
further
McMahon.
interested in Ronda Rousey's WWE career, don't bother. This is as good as it gets.
Seriously, it's probably her best match out
She
there.
hated Vince McMahon.
Well, yeah, who doesn't?
I thought they missed an opportunity though. Ronda Rousey could have been a Roman Reigns. Ronda Rousey could have been a bad guy.
Yeah, she could have.
She could have been bringing in people from the MMA world for her faction and
Could have
protecting
been-
herself. She could have been a bloodline type storyline before the bloodline.
Could have been.
But they didn't make the decision to make her,
Her
a
and
heel
Shayna
when they
Baszler.
should have. They should have made her a heel.
Her and Shayna, they started to, and they brought that other girl in. What was the other girl's name?
Jessamine Duke
Yeah, that girl.
and Marina Shafir.
They had 4 of them, and then they just let it go.
Well,
What's next, Dom?
If you're the top star and your 3 friends
The
suck.
Hornswoggle match.
Hornswoggle against a little boogeyman.
All right, our next match. This one is for Paul, the owner of Horsepower, for allowing us to be here. So
Okay, Paul.
We're going to show some
Woo woo!
Roddy Piper. So
This one's for you, Paul.
I never seen this match.
It's
Rose,
the
you seen
greatest
this match?
at
I haven't
Starrcade
seen. I seen
history.
one Roddy Piper match my whole life.
Savage, have you seen this match? Savage.
I don't know if I've seen this match. I do like Greg the Hammer Valentine, though. But everybody's a Roddy Piper fan.
I think we're going
I
to the
wasn't even born
VHS
yet.
Classic
I
section.
wasn't even a thought yet.
The only Roddy Piper match I seen was him and Goldust in the back lot brawl.
Where's it at?
That I can remember off the top of my head. Which was a good match. That was a good brawl, I should say. That's the only one I can remember off the top of my head.
All right, so we're taking it back to 1983, Starrcade.
I was 6.
You wish.
83? Oh,
We're gonna.
I wasn't born yet.
We're gonna witness the
I thought you said
dog
93,
collar
my
match
bad. I think you said 93.
between Greg the Hammer Valentine going
83,
against
I wasn't even born yet.
Roddy Piper.
The last person I saw Roddy Piper fight was Keith David. He is the actor that he fought in They Live, which is a movie I watched like 2 weeks ago. Honest to God.
All out of bubble
Was
gum.
this the first?
This is the very
Strap
first
match?
Starrcade.
No, it's not Starrcade. Was this the first strap
Oh,
match?
look at
Oh,
that Atari
Dog
graphic.
collar.
Dog collar? This is a dog collar match?
Yeah, dog collar match.
Why Piper in that picture
Brady
like
Bunch
it was
actor
picture
Roddy
day?
Piper.
Roddy Piper was the babyface at this time. He was the good guy.
What title was that?
Is that Sally
That's
Struthers?
the old United States championship right
States?
there. Yeah. Look at that hairdo that dude got. Not him.
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
He's so happy to be there.
Greg Valentine looked like everybody's gym teacher back in the day.
I was there.
He looks the same now.
I wasn't born
Seriously.
yet.
He does look the same.
Dog collar.
Dog collar.
He's slept on, man. Greg the Hammer Valentine has always been slept on.
You say, what did you say about Donald Trump?
Don't say it.
Somebody just said over there.
I heard it.
I'm just trying to. Dog collar match. What kind of bullshit is that?
At least that brother ain't getting chained up.
That's crazy.
Roddy Piper, man of the streets.
Man, what streets?
All right, like I said, I never
Is
seen
this the first dog collar match ever?
I can't tell you, man. I wish I could
Yes,
tell you.
because that's the first dog collar ever.
I never seen this, so this is gonna be a natural reaction for me.
NWA. This is way,
Classic.
So. It's before WCW.
This
Classic.
is way before my
The
time.
National Wrestling Alliance right here. I want to know who that guy is right there with that hair in the background with the suit.
That's the Flair hair.
That is the Flair
That's
hair.
crazy.
Before Flair, I guess.
That's Doug Dillinger.
Or was Flair around this time?
Probably a lot of hairspray, huh?
That's not even
The
spray. That's
the
like
Flair.
Plays back up to the yellow turnbuckle corner.
Oh, some blood already spilled on the mat there.
God.
Oh, yeah, you know it's gonna get violent. You know it's gonna be
Sanitation
bloody.
was not a thing back then.
John, what was the fact you had earlier
Who
about?
is that mini Greg the Hammer Valentine, dude?
Oh,
There's
goodness.
no escaping with his dog collar right here.
Looks like he has to take
if
a
y'all
shit.
never seen a dog collar match,
Both these
Google
guys
it.
at WrestleMania 1.
anybody watching it, if you've never seen a dog collar match, Google it. This is insane. Like, why?
Yes, Roddy Piper, he got injured from his match, his ear. Like
His
oh,
ear.
before? Oh, okay, so yeah, I didn't know that. There you go.
I didn't even know this was a match
So
back
I was,
then.
I was doing my research early in the day, and they said that whatever you see in this match right here, they just called it in the ring. They didn't
I mean,
talk
that's
about it.
that's extremely common for back in this time, though.
Like I said, this is 1983 right here.
83 is crazy. Piper hit him with the chain that's wrapped around his neck.
Yeah, you're about to see some top-notch selling.
And that's not no fake chain either. You know, that's an actual chain.
Grade A.
Did they standing in like two pit bulls at a distance?
I think we got to do that with Poppy
Yeah.
Platino to get him to the next show.
Maybe a pit bull and an Irish setter. Scottish Terrier?
Yo, he's swinging the chain like, all right, here we go.
I didn't even know this was a thing back in '83. I thought this was like a '90s thing.
If I was a casual viewer seeing Greg the Hammer Valentine with the blonde hair, he's gonna bleed in this match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you
Well,
already
you only
know.
learned that from Flair,
Yes.
and that was
Yep.
after '83.
I think they shopped at the same store.
They throwing hands right now.
Yeah. I'm assuming no disqualification.
It has to be.
You're disqualified for what? Using the chain. That's on my neck.
Who agrees to this?
Who thought of this?
Yeah, who
Dusty
came up with the
Rhodes.
idea of let's tie a collar around our necks like we was dogs?
I mean, Junkyard was doing this, and I feel like it would have been before this.
Well, at least
right?
his nickname was the Junkyard
yeah, it made
Dog.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's it. I mean, he made a match type.
Oh no.
So this is
That
Starrcade
makes sense.
'83. They used to have Starrcades on Thanksgiving night. So you imagine you having Thanksgiving dinner with your family. You come 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and you see this after you had your turkey.
It's better than going. It's better than going out and going shopping. I'd rather watch this and go shopping.
No Black Friday shopping. It was no Thursday night football, no Thanksgiving football. You watching a dog collar match.
It's more entertaining.
But you did it as a family.
Yes. Yes.
Eating turkey and stuffing.
Gather around the fire and watch a dog collar
We
match
gotta go to the fight as a family.
as a family.
It's okay as long as you do it as a family.
That's it. Yo, he's wrapping the chain around his eyes.
There's got to be a winner.
How do you win? Do you win by pinfall? I'm curious.
I'm assuming.
Is it?
I have no idea. I'm curious.
I guess.
In
they just-
'83, who knows?
But you know what? 1983 and WrestleMania was 1985. Piper didn't change his ways. He might have been a good guy right here, but he still brought the fight to you.
And he always had the same
whatsoever.
trunks.
Yes.
I mean,
same boots too.
Jericho and Stone Cold can exist because of Piper.
Yo, he is.
He got a chain
the
wrapped
chain
around his face
mouth.
and his mouth.
That's crazy.
They did not care about each other's well-being.
If y'all know what this match is gonna happen, viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, also don't try this at home.
Yeah,
Public
do not try
service
this at home.
announcement. Don't try this at home.
You do not see this at Horsepower Cigar and Lounge.
Live.
He's using that momentum.
I'm curious how the finish is. Oh my goodness, he can't move.
You better man up and run up the corner.
How, Raj? How you gonna run up the corner? He's chained up to the
Man,
turnbuckle.
full of ideas.
The
Rosé.
strength. You got to be stronger than the other guy.
Neck strong.
Whoa.
Roderick strong.
Whoa.
Use your neck strength.
Oof.
Whoa. Got a strong neck.
I feel a Northern Lights suplex coming up. Nope.
Damn,
Why do a
I missed it.
Northern
How he
Lights when you
bleed?
could do the
I missed that.
perfect
He punched him in his forehead.
There's no blading there.
Young
John Lennon at the matches.
Choking him out.
John, how old were they at this time?
Huh?
I'm joking.
He might know.
How old am I?
No, I asked how old were them. I was joking, but I found out earlier. At this time, Greg the Hammer Valentine was only 26 years old, and Roddy Piper's 25.
They look older.
Seriously.
Are you 25 and 26?
In 1983, yes.
Wow.
Where did chair come from?
Now do the cast of Cheers.
That's insane. They both look 40.
Rhea Perlman is
Facts.
26.
Seriously.
Wow.
Tell you what, back in the day,
What
they
do you
look
do
like
to start bleeding?
grown.
In
I
my-
don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, back in the day, they look like
Hey,
grown
remember you
men.
got the thing? Was that Roddy Piper across the eyes?
I feel like that's when he was stuck in the corner.
Let's see if we see a swipe.
Clip that ear.
Strap, you ever seen this before?
No.
No? All right, so
It's a long time ago.
we're all new viewers.
They didn't even have a barricade.
That's
That's
right.
like a.
No
Yeah, there
snarky
was-
insider comments here.
You know what's crazy? You see the barricades, like, you weren't worrying about the fans running in because they weren't doing that this time.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a
The
barricade.
fans had
Yeah,
respect.
careful how you use the word barricade.
It's just like some
It's like a dog fence to keep a dog out of a room
How big is that damn
dog
dog?
collar, dog
cage.
dog cage.
or a gate.
No,
Are they both opened up, or is
Piper is
Valentine's
now.
blood on Piper?
No, Piper's bleeding now.
That's probably when we punched him in the air or whatever he did.
He got hit with that chain around his neck. This has to be the first dog collar match.
Has to be.
They look like uncomfortable. Like they don't even know what to do.
They actually had one, John, what year was it? MJF and CM Punk.
Dog collar match?
They had a dog
Come
collar
on,
match.
strap.
I think maybe they had a match like this and they're like, it's not the greatest, so let's modify it, and that's where these, regular strap matches came from.
Yeah, I feel like this would have come from Junkyard.
We'll strap you by the wrist, just tap the turnbuckles, and that's your match.
Yeah, I don't think this ends with the turnbuckle count.
No.
This is the fight right here.
Well, sure, yeah. If you want to see a modern day dog collar match, MJF and CM Punk, another bloody mess.
I think like 3 years ago or so, 2-3 years ago.
I mean, it's not terribly hard to pinpoint CM Punk AEW matches, using so few of them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's a handful to
When
choose
Punk,
from.
when Punk had the basketball shorts on, right? Came out the Ring of Honor theme song.
Yeah, the white trunks on. Of
Yep.
course.
Theme song?
The Ring of Honor theme song he had. I have it in my playlist. Can't tell you the name though.
I got the reference. I knew it.
Kid got that too.
So it is pinfall based. Gotta get that momentum for that elbow drop.
Nice.
Jesus, ref.
Oh, all right. So it is pinfall.
So something like this, the idea for something like this in storyline would come up because maybe one of the wrestlers keeps trying to run from the other one. So it's a way to make sure it's one-on-one, no distraction.
I definitely gotta do my research. I gotta see why, like how this play out. I'm assuming this is the payoff match right here, the
Yeah.
blow off match.
Yeah.
Piper seeing blood. He's going crazy now.
I think he just sneezed twice also.
Beat him with that chain that's wrapped around his neck.
Oh no. That's the Valentine flop. Ouch.
Yo, right to the back of the head with the chain. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
This is not
Applied
found
learning.
footage either.
Yeah, it's family Thanksgiving at the table.
We eat jellied cranberry sauce in this house.
Yeah, tell the kids it's cranberry sauce all over them.
Oh my goodness. Bobby, you don't have to cover your eyes. It's okay.
Just a little blood.
A little blood. It won't hurt.
Does this whole segment have to be in black and white because of all the blood?
You would think so. I'm surprised they even got this on Peacock, to be honest with you.
Here we go.
Piper, a Golden Glove boxer.
Yep.
Piper throwing haymakers.
Yeah, he is.
Can you believe both these guys are in WWE within the next year or so?
Yes, I can.
Top guys.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Vince stealing.
At this time, I wouldn't see it, but knowing what Vince has planned,
Vince is taking all the territories, all the top guys.
Vince should have did Hogan and Piper in a dog collar match.
Who cares about Hogan?
Would it fit around Hogan's neck?
Who picked this match?
This is Paul, the owner of Horsepower. This is,
Live from the Horsepower
Yeah.
Watch
Lounge.
your words, buddy.
I was just wondering. I didn't know where this came from.
we
he's
put
a
it in the
pipe-
random match generator.
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
There
It
you go.
doesn't matter.
Got him.
Live from the Horsepower Lounge.
He's a Piper guy.
Peter Piper?
I'll tell you what, though. Roddy Piper really didn't lose any big match, you know? Like, if he did lose a big match, it was memorable. Like, you know, he won this one, of course.
Yeah, Piper, Jake the Snake.
Piper and
Characters
Brett.
so strong that they never got world championships, and you really didn't notice.
I thought you were about to set him up for the Three Amigos.
I did not.
I didn't think that either. That didn't come to mind at all.
Piper going to see if that hip still worked.
You can't. That collar around his neck. Sleeper.
I'd have put him in the sleeper with the chain.
Yeah, for
Choke
real.
him out.
Greg the Hammer.
Mind your surroundings.
He even got Strap Facts speechless. He's coughing like Roddy Piper.
Wrapped up.
Oh, I'm down one.
Strapfax is wrapped up in Greg the Hammer Valentine's charisma
He's locked
right
in.
now.
I'm just staring at his trunks.
Duh.
Trying to find where the
Because
hammer
it's
is.
the only thing he's wearing. He has no pads on, no wristbands, just trunks and boots.
What about the pumps in the bump?
Piper falling asleep.
Oh, Piper's going to sleep, but
Hit him with the chain.
Yep, hit him with the chain. These guys are both out.
Desperation.
Should have did this with Goldberg and Brock.
I think Goldberg would have tapped out already.
Elbow from the second rope. Valentine owning the match right now.
Look how dark the crowd is.
It's not a
Couldn't-
nice thing
they
to
couldn't
say,
afford
Eddie.
lighting back then.
That it's just.
But you know what? I like that back in the day.
I do too. I like when
Because
I like
the
when they
lights
lower
is
the
off
light.
in the arena, but the spotlight's in the circle, in the middle of the ring. So
Yeah, it's boxing.
Wait a minute.
It's just like boxing.
He pinned him with the chain.
that was it.
That was it.
He pinned him because he fell?
No, he beat him a couple of times with. He punched him in the face a couple of times. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm so confused.
Oh, you want to put him in the torture rack? Oh, all right.
Put him on his shoulders, dog.
Yeah, good job,
They
Connor.
can't even put him on their shoulders.
Who are they?
Wow.
Oh.
This dude, he's still going after him right now. Oh, man.
Greg said the match ain't over.
Greg Hammer Batista.
He didn't fall
Orton
from
here.
very high up in the sky.
He's choking Piper.
Choking Piper out. Throw him over the ropes.
So, was this for the title?
Oh,
Do you
no.
know?
There's no title involved.
He had the title.
This is your magazine money shot.
Oh, he nailed the ref.
Oh, nail the ref, Tommy Young.
Oh, Lord.
You can't do that.
No. Match is over. You can do what you want.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Jeez.
We're going to reverse the decision?
Pull out the heat.
Choking Piper out.
Wow.
Now, who's going to come save Piper?
Nobody.
Really?
Not the
Oh.
ref.
Certainly not the ref.
Ref getting laid out again.
How about the guy in the Hawaiian shirt?
You got to want it, ref.
Damn.
Surprise finish.
Damn collar came off.
Yeah, he took it off.
He choked his collar off. It's turned into a real fight.
It
Yeah,
does. These matches do actually feel different though, because like you hear the people screaming in the crowd. A lot of these people, this is very much real to them.
Wow.
So many people in the crowd.
Bunch of marks that believe anything.
Paul, what do you think about this match, man? It is the classic.
That's 83 for you.
Anyone want to guess how old I was in 1983?
Nope.
Were you even born yet?
1.
All right.
I wasn't.
All right. Well, before we get to the main event, I got to take a powder myself. John, tell them what the It Doesn't Matter podcast have coming up. Tell them about what we did in the past. Tell them where to find us. I will be right back.
I'm not in charge of those things. No, but seriously, coming up, we did do a podcast last night. We do interview actual pro wrestlers from time to time, and that included people in the past like Scotty Riggs and the Pearl River powerhouse Ahmed Johnson. But last night we did an interview with notorious WCW NWO superstar Buff Bagwell. That was a lot of fun last night. We went throughout his whole career, so that episode will be dropping soon, as the children say in some parts of the world. But we have a new It Doesn't Matter podcast every single Monday. Comes out on YouTube and all your podcast platforms. And, of course, Dom has his special show, the
Stay tuned.
Wrestling That Made Us. So he's got a lot of episodes of those. So those come out every Thursday. And on occasion, we have a show called The Rundown. We have shows all the time, and including our 5th live podcast here today, our 3rd time here at Horsepower Cigar Lounge. So
Subscribe.
yes, Dom's goal is to have 300 subscribers by the end of this year. His original goal was 200, so we made that earlier this summer, so that's fun. So
Subscribe, follow. Lock in.
You do it, Rose. You tell them.
I'm holding it down for you guys.
Holding it down, baby, yeah. So
Subscribe, follow, lock in.
there you go.
Tune
So,
in.
Tune
each
in.
week.
Next time we come back here, we'll have some new merchandise, new T-shirts. Isn't that right, Dom? Yes, it is, John.
That's right, JR.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we watched a bunch of matches here already. So we have our main event here, Eddie's Choice. It's from, as you can see right up on top of the screen, that is Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. He's challenging a man we saw earlier today in the first match of the night, Brock Lesnar. And it is Eddie Guerrero's... I
Happy
believe-
birthday, Eddie.
Yes,
Rest in
happy
peace.
birthday, Eddie Guerrero.
It is his birthday as well.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. They are, it's Eddie Guerrero's first WWE title shot, his first major championship shot. And it's against Brock Lesnar, man, we've already talked about, with such a high pedigree himself. So we'll see how this match plays out.
All right, this is our finale right here. This is Savage's pick right here. So we about to get right into it. Eddie,
Let's get into it.
I know you a diehard Eddie Guerrero fan. Why did you choose this match between him and Brock Lesnar at No Way Out 2004?
Well,
Tell the tape.
this match means a whole lot to me because Eddie Guerrero means a whole lot to me. And it's not just because we share a name. We share a heritage and a nationality. I watched Eddie Guerrero through his whole career. You just heard me say in 1983 I was 1, so I've seen a lot of Eddie Guerrero matches. And this is a magic moment. Eddie Guerrero looks like he could take on that person he's standing next to, but when we all first met Eddie Guerrero, he was pretty tiny. a cruiserweight, a luchador.
Jumping bean.
And no one, including him, ever thought he would win the championship we're going to watch him win. So this is not just one of my favorite matches. This is a milestone for professional wrestling.
Eddie Guerrero, he had a lot of demons, but he overcame all the odds, and he wasn't supposed to be in this main event match against Brock Lesnar, and obviously he overcame it. He got there, and you guys are going to see what Eddie Guerrero is all about.
Yeah, I mean, he overcame it. That's, woo, is that simplifying? I mean, Eddie Guerrero had demons. He struggled. He had terrifying lows and dizzying highs. I just relate to him a whole lot. We lay out for this. One of the greatest promos ever.
Brock, the beast from the east.
Yes. Northwest.
That's not what he said. Minnesota's not the Northwest.
It's the North.
Minnesota's more the Northeast.
I am an addict.
There you go. He's telling you his story right here.
Rest in peace, Eddie. Happy birthday.
Everything he's talking about right now, this is really true. This man battled through everything to get to this moment right here.
Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. We lie, we cheat, we steal.
Mic drop. Shame they didn't show it because there actually was a mic drop.
You know,
Do you
it's
remember
pretty-
the last thing that Eddie Guerrero did before this match? Pinned Brock Lesnar, which is why nobody thought he was going to go on to do this.
Still a shocker.
So this is 2003. Look at Brock Lesnar right here. When he fought Goldberg, when we seen earlier tonight.
It's a different
That was
Brock from what we
2016.
seen earlier.
Yeah.
Brock was young right here.
No sword tattoos.
But not any less of a threat. This dude is dangerous.
Still a monster.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar, one of those wrestlers that never really was green. Just kind of showed up a beast. Kurt Angle falls into that category too. And probably Eddie Guerrero, who was literally born to do this. All of the generations that came before him and his family were wrestlers, and they were good wrestlers.
If you want to see the legacy of Eddie Guerrero, tune in to Monday Night Raw every night to see Dominic Mysterio. Eddie Guerrero with the low rider.
Oh, yeah, no chain steering wheel. You lose points for that.
It is the Lucha
It does hop,
Lowrider.
though. Extra credit for that. And, of course, this is my favorite part of watching Eddie Guerrero wrestle, that everybody in the crowd had these Eddie signs. You keep hearing Eddie, Eddie, Eddie.
The lowrider.
John, was this the one that was in El Paso?
This was at the Cow Palace in San Francisco.
San Francisco,
where there's
okay.
still a heavy minority Latino population there as well. So, AAA ran a lot of events in the California area. So, it's like a homecoming of sorts for his family, his legacy.
A lot of Latinos in San Francisco.
It's true. And behind the scenes, Eddie Guerrero, keenly aware, as a Mexican-American himself, how significant it is he's winning this championship. He suggested to Vince that they advertise this match in a lot of Latino-heavy populations, populous areas, whatever you want to say.
Spoiler alert.
And it worked. It worked. There was people actually being turned away at this pay-per-view.
I mean, it is a special venue. They do not run many shows here at the Cow Palace. WCW did in its heyday, but not WWE.
Ah. So Eddie Guerrero probably has been here before.
Oh, yeah. This was the Cow Palace, home of Super Brawl in 1997, where Roddy Piper locked himself in Alcatraz for a week, preparing for his matchup against that scumbag Hollywood Hogan.
Everything goes back to Hollywood Hogan, Hulk Hogan.
Hollywood scum Hogan, as Diamond Dallas Page would love to say.
We have to recognize the reception that this man is getting from this crowd right now.
I thought they took wrestling out of those smoky-filled arenas.
This is it. First of two.
I actually like that title.
Did you?
I did.
It had a short life.
It did have a short life. All right, lock it up.
It's way better than that spinning title.
Yeah.
Aren't they all?
The It Doesn't Matter podcast, we reviewed
It doesn't
No Way
matter.
Out 2004. If you guys want to hear the full episode about this show right here, check us out.
Oh, you're going to put a link in the description?
Sure.
The chatbot does.
All right, let's see these two size each other up. Eddie Guerrero never, ever backs down.
Way undersized.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Let's get high, Holmes. A call back to the whole theme here. Eddie Guerrero is addicted to this sport, to winning, to competition.
The only way you believed Eddie was going to win this match if you was an Eddie fan. Nobody else believed Eddie was going to win this match.
Yeah, this is the time, like I said, I didn't watch pay-per-views, so I thought Brock was going to get the win.
They went there. There is formulas. We all know the formulas. There's no reason for them to have Eddie Guerrero pin Brock Lesnar the last match that they had before this pay-per-view. That is a clear signal.
Don wasn't watching
that Eddie wouldn't win.
He had taped them pay-per-views by then.
I watched SmackDowns. I watched Raws.
All his pay-per-views was photo images.
My shit was delayed. But you know,
on Tuesdays, you had to rewatch it.
But you know, the day before or the show before, something happens. If that guy laid hands on the other guy, you know that guy is going to lose most likely. 90% of the time.
That wasn't happening back then, though.
Yes, it was.
You ain't believe it back then.
What's that?
We didn't know that back then.
That if one wrestler got beat up by the other, that wrestler was going to win. The one that got beat up.
What do you mean, like in the match prior to this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the promo or segment beforehand. We didn't know that if Brock Lesnar beat up Eddie Guerrero was going to win.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many times you've seen where when the babyface wins a championship or a blow-off match at a pay-per-view, the TV show before that, you definitely saw the heels.
You didn't realize that till later in life. Well, at least I didn't.
At this point, I did recognize that. A lot of people felt that way. Seeing Eddie Guerrero pin Brock on what would it have been?
What year was this?
Tuesday or whatever?
2003.
2004.
Or four. Excuse me.
20 years ago?
2004. 1 year later, Eddie Guerrero would be
I don't know if I
dead.
knew that by 20 years ago. I was 17.
Well, you weren't 1 year old in 1983.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't born yet. I wasn't born to 87.
It's crazy that the promo that Eddie said for this match, my man Paul Martinez, your podcast platform, hit me up. He sent me the link. He's like, yo, did you see this promo? I said, yeah, I remember that promo. Yeah. That promo right here, wait to the Brock. I said, everything that he said is real.
Yes. So many of the best storylines in wrestling have, most of it is based in reality, and that's definitely what Eddie Guerrero was giving you. He had real struggles, and he brought it all on TV.
And made a good story.
Yeah.
That made you interested more into this match. That's what Wrestling That Made Us is all about.
Well, yeah, no, and the timing, right? It's important to talk about the timing in wrestling, because what do you think? What do you think the percentage-wise of fans in this crowd who know Eddie Guerrero's history? Probably the kids didn't.
No.
But the fans know. This is not about the character Eddie Guerrero.
No, not at all.
When he wins and everybody loses their shit, it's because that person won, and they love
Absolutely.
that person.
He came a long way by then.
And 2004, there was dirt sheets, but nobody was really looking to the internet like that, you know?
But he'd been in the game.
I wasn't, at least.
You heard of him. You knew about him.
We followed him. We remember him in WCW.
These WWE fans have seen Eddie Guerrero come into the WWE, right? He made his appearance with the Radicals. He broke his forearm right away, or his elbow. So they've seen him. He's WWE's. He left.
He wasn't wrestling big guys like
Right,
Brock, though.
Right. This is way past Latino Heat and China and Mamacita. So they're familiar with him, and then he leaves and he comes back. They know him.
He never had the opportunity in WCW. They could have pushed this man to the moon too, you know.
He's a lightweight, like cruiserweight in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
He never made it to that opportunity to be a world champion.
But it's all cumulative. What he was doing in WCW, what Rey Mysterio was doing in WCW, Dean Malenko, Kidman, everyone is a big part of why you can see Eddie Guerrero in this match on a show like this.
He wasn't wrestling nobody that big back then, though.
No.
He says MySpace popping, MySpace profiles popping. Yep, at the time. And look, this is a different Brock Lesnar.
That's real. I remember
MySpace was before his time.
I remember putting up pictures of Victoria on my MySpace. Completely smitten.
Did you have her theme song in the background? You know, you play.
Everybody had theme
They
songs
had
in the background.
at some point, they gave you the option for a playlist.
All the things you
You
said.
could put all
the
those
things you
songs
said.
up. Yeah.
MySpace was way before his time.
Who was on your top 8?
I thought it was top 5. Was it 8?
I think it was top
Top
8.
eight.
I think it was top 8
I think
back
it
in
was
the
top
day.
8 too.
I don't. Listen.
Tom was number 1.
Tom was everyone's number 1.
He had to be. He had to be at least top 5. He created the whole system. Used to get in trouble if your boy or your girl was in top 5. Like, yo, what you doing? You ain't put me in top 5.
Strapfast knew the deal. He told me how to get the top 10. I was like, oh, we good now.
Even so, even
Top 32, baby.
Even top 10. If you wasn't
You know
in
you
top
mean a
5
lot to
as
me.
your boy,
You're my top 32.
there's a problem.
You know when you're mad at somebody, you take them off your top.
Yeah, facts. Oh, I ain't in your top 10 no more?
Word. Like, okay.
Oh, I guess he really is mad.
That's how you feel? Facebook or IG should come up with that. They should develop that top 5, top 10.
Shell shock.
You could tell this is a young Brock Lesnar. He's not that aggressive type that how we seen. Well, we really didn't get to see it in the earlier match.
Yeah,
but
he's very
No Suplex City.
no.
very comfortable in his role now. What do you think? Actually, that's a good question. What do you think Brock Lesnar thinks right now of someone like Eddie Guerrero? Because he's got respect for him. Eddie Guerrero's smaller, but he's already a legend, basically.
Good wrestler. He doesn't.
Is there any intimidation?
No, there's just no overpowering either.
Any
He doesn't-
nerves from Brock Lesnar?
I don't think so.
He's probably thinking about what he want to get at Whataburger after this.
Suplex City Brock is like,
In and out.
let me just overpower everybody. He doesn't even think that in this match. Which he could be. Double his size.
Yeah, he could. He could.
This Brock Lesnar, you got a full package from. You didn't get the couple moves and call it a day.
Oh yeah. You,
All right, here you go.
Amateur wrestling.
Question time. This Brock right here or Suplex City Brock?
This Brock. It depends on what you're looking at. The Suplex City Brock was more dominant. He would just give you 10 suplexes and call it a match. This Brock is more versatile.
This Brock is more versatile, and he has more. He can answer more of what the luchadors would give him. Like he couldn't just slam him anyway.
He could pit a more complete match back then, rather than just settling like the John Cena.
A little bit like the Hogan effect.
Yeah.
Hogan knows how to do a sleeper and a drop
but
kick
he
and
settled-
a Russian leg
he
sweep, but he
settled.
won't.
Yeah, but Brock was more advanced than Hogan at this
Yeah.
time.
No, but yeah, but just talking about moveset. Like
oh yeah, Brock moveset at
that,
the time. Yeah.
that Suplex City Brock was just a moveset. Let me get these couple moves in
Yeah,
and
yeah,
call it a day.
I was just gonna say, if you dared Brock to only do a belly to belly in a match, he could still win depending on who he's fighting.
Do you guys remember when Brock took out Rey Mysterio?
It was this version.
The F5.
It was this version of Brock.
That was
that
not
young
good.
that young Brock.
Brock didn't care. This man doing shooting star presses, getting concussions, and
I have a question.
Go
Do you
ahead.
remember that? Would it have been a street fight or a parking lot brawl between Eddie Guerrero and John Cena? A young John Cena.
yeah, that was on SmackDown. I remember that. Should I remember that?
That's what SmackDown and Raw used to have legit matches. You used to have TLC matches and ladder matches on a regular show
Yeah.
compared to just only PLEs or pay-per-views.
Damn. We might be different ages, but it's still crazy that we're both out here just casually saying PLE. Like,
Yo, it's crazy to even
what the
think
fuck
that
is a
that's
PLE?
yeah. It took me. I ain't even gonna lie. It took me a minute to even start saying PLE.
PLE
that
is a
just fell right out of
premium
your
live
mouth, didn't
event.
it?
No more pay-per-views.
We're there now.
PLE.
Yeah. Now it's common, but even so,
PLE.
like I'll text Dom and say, "Did you see the pay-per-view instead of
yeah,
the PLE?" Like it's just now it's just common. You hear it so much in interviews and little promos that it's like it's just second nature now.
the PLE. And it's before this time, but like that's how. Well, I'm saying that's how it was when they took the F out.
Get the F out of here.
Damn.
I remember all of my friends being like, "This isn't gonna work.
Damn
You
pandas.
just can't do this." Of course you can.
Panda.
All right. Eddie Guerrero might have an opportunity here.
WWE, not F.
Oh, Brock back on top. Yikes.
For a big man, almost 300 pounds, jumping over the top rope like that.
I mean,
he ain't supposed to do that.
moonsault.
But he was athletic.
Yeah.
That's not a. That's
He will
not
give you
a.
a moonsault.
That's not just a natural 300. That's an athletic 300.
That
Yeah.
man country strong.
That's a different 300 than the big, just natural 300 pounds.
Always like Brock's boots. The straps. This. Yep. Fits very well. There's Eddie Guerrero. Chopping them down. You chop them down. You chop somebody down who's this tall.
I think if you call Eddie now, it's more believable about this match rather than watching from his career of just fighting like lightweights and undersized men. To believe that
That's
he
the
could beat
thing.
Brock Lesnar.
You said the key word. Everything that Eddie Guerrero did, everything that Shawn Michaels did was believable. That's great wrestling right there. Wrestling is a little bit of everything. You have your entertainment.
You gotta
have
believe
your
it.
Your good wrestling matches, but you have to believe.
That is possible.
Like I said, at this time, we didn't believe Eddie Guerrero was going to win this match.
Not at all.
Looking at a dude looking like Brock Lesnar, like, all right.
I think as late as this morning, of the morning of this day, Eddie Guerrero didn't really believe he was going to win this match. Surreal feeling, I'm sure, for him.
I mean, I feel like it was possible, but we didn't believe that was going to happen. Like it was possible because Eddie was a natural in the ring, but
Well, wait.
you
This-
didn't really believe
What-
that he was going to win this match.
What month is this? 'Cause
February.
Brock's on-
February. It was right before WrestleMania.
I was going to say, because Brock's on his way to WrestleMania.
Yes.
Is what everyone's thinking.
Going against Goldberg.
Yep. And Eddie Guerrero's just,
Even in general, like you didn't believe that Eddie was going to win. You thought it was possible because Eddie
Yeah.
fought everybody, like each type of wrestler. He fought lightweights, he fought heavyweights.
You know what would have gone down well is Brock dominating and winning, but Eddie gives a good showing. He puts up a fight, Brock, he saunters off and he's cocky, and it's just left with Eddie in the ring, and everybody cheers him.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It was you can respect it, you can see it happening, but it was believable, but you didn't think it was gonna happen, unless you was like a high Eddie fan.
Everybody know.
It didn't happen yet, Dom.
He said Ric Flair. I got excited.
He didn't flip over.
I got excited.
Dom let it go too early.
Ric Flair. Woo! You're not a wrestling fan if you didn't either A, try to pit somebody in a figure four or got pit in a figure four.
Back in high school, hey, Raj, let me put you in the figure four real quick.
That or the master lock.
A wrestling move I can do where I don't have to lift anybody up? Yeah, I'll try that.
It's either that or the master lock. If you didn't either get pit in
the
or
full
try.
Nelson,
But
figure
that's the other
four,
half, too.
or
Is your
Boston
friends
Crab.
will let you try because you're not slamming them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try a figure four on me. No, you can't give me a power bomb.
I don't believe it. Let me try it.
John, what was your go-to move back in the day?
In what sense, Dom?
You ain't put nobody in no moves?
Dom.
I remember trying to put someone in a DDT, and I fell, and the guy was just standing. shows how real pro wrestling was.
That's crazy. Dom, I remember being at your house, Dom, and people trying to put the full Nelson, a.k.a. master lock on each other.
Yeah, like we really tried to.
We've been
break
at your
out of
house trying to do that many times.
We did that. Yeah, I'll never forget. I tried to put somebody in the torture rack.
Yeah, you was tripping for that.
I tried.
I wasn't there for that.
No, we did the sharpshooter and the figure four a lot. and
Figure four.
Sharpshooter and figure four.
I never thought the sharpshooter hurt if it was the one being applied to, but developing back pain as an older gentleman, it really hurts.
Were you one in 1983 too?
1984, Eddie.
-1.
Well, the figure four I always thought hurt, and I do like that move. So that was fun.
I always loved it. Ric Flair never beat nobody with it.
Oh.
Even Hornswoggle.
I used to know how to do the Texas Cloverleaf, but I forgot.
That move was dope back in
Wow.
the day.
That was one of the adult finishers.
I was a submission guy.
It's hard to admit that the Texas Cloverleaf looks prettier than the sharpshooter, but I can admit.
You guys know I'm a Benoit guy, and I like the crippler crossface.
Triple crossface is
But you
good.
know what's also nasty? The Rings of Saturn.
Rings of Saturn. Oh God,
Ring of
yes.
Saturn was up there with one of the top submissions.
Believability. You could look at somebody get a Rings of Saturn and be like, ah.
What kind of cigar is that, Dom?
Blackadin. This is suggested by Paul from Horsepower Cigar Lounge. You want one?
No, thank you.
Complimentary.
I'm good with my crown. Rope break by Brock Lesnar. I feel like we ain't been talking about this match.
We have.
Nobody.
Well, it's more about Eddie than.
We've been talking about Eddie, but not about this match. Like, if you're not watching it, you don't know what's going on right now. Eddie's starting to take over.
He is. They just had their rest spot where they were in that figure four for a long time, which means Eddie Guerrero's been working at Brock Lesnar's legs.
I mean, what's there really to say? You know, they're having a good back and forth match. Get a little bit of Eddie, a little bit of Brock taking over, and seeing who maintains the upper hand. You know, it's reminding me of the Jericho Shawn match. They're just going at it until we get a winner here.
Are you saying these two competitors are evenly matched?
No.
They're in this match, yes.
They're very mismatched, and we're all talking about how no one thought that Eddie would win the title. I didn't either. It's a shock to me.
Yep.
But I also didn't believe in the rumors that Brock was intending to leave. I'm like, I know Goldberg's leaving. I didn't think Brock was leaving. So it wasn't in my realm that Brock was going to drop the title. Oh, maybe. Here. Oh, look at that.
We're live on YouTube, and somebody commented, you guys think about wrestling all day, every day. Go do something else fun. Your whole life revolves around wrestling. It's real sad. You know what? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You want to know why? This is a wrestling podcast. If you don't like it, get the F out of here.
Nobody told you to comment on our page.
I bet it's that same jerk that was teasing Rosé the other night.
It probably is.
Now, I don't think that's fair. Now, this person is right. Every single minute of my life, I am watching wrestling with my friends in a public place while people smoke cigars. He's right. This is every day of my life, all the time.
The Cigar Lounge. Horsepower.
Here's the truth. Real people who don't have hobbies are the true saddest people on the earth. Because they don't have anything to look forward to.
I don't
they
think
have
about
anything to
wrestling
believe
all
in.
the time, but...
You know what? We all work every day. We pay bills. We live our life. We do what we got to do. This is our downtime. We love this right here.
Not me. I watch wrestling every
Well, I
minute
do too.
of my life. Every minute of my life.
If it was
You
the
guys
third-
think I have a job?
I don't
watch wrestling every
I
minute
don't
of my
watch
life.
wrestling that much.
Yeah, I remember that at High
Bills?
Fives.
What are those?
It's like, Eddie, can I get
What
a
are
drink? I'm watching
those?
Raw.
Oh, Lord.
All right, Brock Lesnar applying that sleeper hold to Eddie.
Hey, you can say whatever you want in the comments as long as you subscribe.
Thanks for shitting on us. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Asshole95 just bought one of our T-shirts, Dom.
Leave a link to your podcast. We'll watch your show.
Even if we want to support wrestling every day, so what? Why does that bother you?
This is what we like. You guys go to the movies every goddamn day. Go see Joker, the musical, and
There's no difference
Joker's
from watching
a
a movie or a
musical.
TV show or a series.
doesn't make no difference.
This is our series every Monday and Friday and Tuesday.
I don't know if I have this story correct or not, but there's a story that, that guy, the Colonel, Elvis Presley's manager, Elvis was obviously very popular and he sold a lot of merchandise, but there are some people, a pocket of people that hated Elvis, so the Colonel would sell I Hate Elvis t-shirts, and they would buy them. So as long as you're making money, as long as you're getting those subscribes and likes, you can say whatever you want.
This
pretty
jabroni
genius.
wrote
That's
in the
pretty
comments.
You like what
we're-
you like.
We're missing a good match right here, but this jabroni in the comments said we need to support P. Diddy.
What?
Okay.
Damn it, Randy.
Jabroni isn't the right term. You're looking for the term troll. That's what you're trying to say.
Why do we need to support Diddy?
Let's geo-track this guy.
Hey, Troll, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching Wrestling That Made Us. The It Doesn't Matter podcast. We are
It
enjoying this
doesn't
match.
matter.
Yes, we're enjoying this match with Brock Lesnar with a bloody nose taking on Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero.
Yep.
We're happy to be here in Horsepower Cigar
Horsepower.
Lounge.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Lesnar showing some frustration here.
And you know what? We'll survive longer than P. Diddy. Boom.
Boom.
And how did they get that documentary out so quick?
Lesnar calls this move the big spoon.
The big spoon?
I've been doing...
I ain't never been to a P. Diddy party.
I can't say this is one of my favorite submission maneuvers of all time.
I can't say I've ever
A
seen
lying
this
down
submission.
weight
It's
block.
believable.
The gut wrench.
If
If Brock Lesnar does it, yes.
Oh, yeah, there you go. If there's a gut wrench power bomb, there must be a gut wrench.
Gut wrench
This is
submission.
the gut wrench. The more accurate term is
What's
rest
Brock's
hold.
weight at this time?
Man.
Close to 300?
Here we go. Eddie Guerrero's decided he's caught his breath. And he's ready for the next spot. A little bit of momentum from Eddie Guerrero stalled. By
What
Brock
year is
Lesnar.
this?
2004.
2004. When's Brock's debut? 2002?
2002.
2005.
Rookie of the Year. Want to slam me.
This is Brian. This is Brock's prime right here.
You think?
Part of his prime.
You think so?
I think so. He's a champ.
I mean, that's true. Brock Lesnar trying a different strategy this evening. Haven't seen a whole lot of slams from him.
This is the loving side of Brock Lesnar.
The fans are chanting boring. They're ready for Eddie to turn up right now.
What?
Before Suplex City.
Yeah. This is Gut Wrench Village.
I'm just so glad we didn't have a Hogan match.
Let's get that.
That's next time. That's part 2.
No, don't invite me.
Hogan and Shawn?
I don't care what Hogan. Just don't invite me.
That is worth watching.
It is.
Hogan Shawn is worth
All
watching.
Shawn's matches are worth watching. There's not a match that Shawn had that wasn't worth watching.
Even the one in the brown tights?
Even that he was a champ in the brown tights. Elimination
You're right.
Chamber.
What you got against Hogan, bruh?
I forgot he was the champ in that.
You on camera. Go ahead.
What I
answer.
got against Hogan?
What's that?
What you got against him?
Hogan was a fraud. Who really was a Hogamaniac? Anybody here?
Me?
Everyone.
Oh my God, not me.
I'm not going to lie. I was a Hogan fan.
No, I didn't say a Hogan fan. I said a Hogan maniac.
I was a
There's
Hogan
difference.
maniac. I took my vitamins. I said my prayers.
You didn't have a T-shirt that you ripped.
I couldn't.
Vitamins,
You think I was
said
going to
my
rip a $30 T-shirt? My mom beat my ass at the time. What you talking about?
So you wasn't a real Hogamaniac. If you didn't rip a T-shirt, you wasn't a Hogamaniac.
I didn't rip a Hogan shirt.
I said a T-shirt.
Oh, a
Boom,
T-shirt.
here we go.
Yes.
Number 1 of 3.
I tore
3
apart a what?
Amigos. Eddie Guerrero digging deep.
3 Amigos.
That's the first Amigo. The second Amigo. Does he have enough?
Y'all my 3
Is Brock
Amigos.
going to let him do it?
There's the third one.
Boom. Is that going to be enough?
Does he have any more friends?
No, only 3.
And Chavo.
The 3 friends.
That's a nephew. That's not a friend.
That's family.
Chavo said, that's my
It's
brother.
all about
right there."
family.
Who had the best frog splash?
Oh, my God. You're looking at
You
it.
see his shirt right there?
No way.
You see his shirt right
Yeah,
there?
RVD definitely had the best frog
No.
splash.
I think you better recognize.
I just want the
Frog Splash, I think Eddie Guerrero.
5-star.
Frog Splash variation. Are you
Okay.
forgetting about the lowdown? Because it feels like you're forgetting about the lowdown.
No, RVD had the best version.
He had a chest protector. Get the hell out of here, man.
RVD,
lowdown.
no matter where you was at in the ring, he'll hit it. The frog splash or 5-star.
Brock Lesnar looking to put this away.
F5.
Woo! We went for the
that
F5 and
gonna
just
be
took
it?
out the ref with Eddie's feet.
Is that
The
gonna
ref shouldn't have
it?
been in that spot. That's the ref's fault.
I missed that. Is that where he hit the referee? Did the referee get his head?
Referee got knocked out.
He got
Yeah,
kicked in the
caught
face.
in the F5.
The ref screwed
Caught up.
Brock Lesnar.
Caught
in
up
this
in the
match.
tornado.
1,
Why I gotta be Brett for?
2,
Who cares about
3
Brett?
for the Brock fans.
The ref screwed Brock Lesnar in this match.
He is a Hebner.
The ref screwed Brock.
This is referee Brian Hebner.
Why is the ref taking a nap?
He's in a coma.
He decided to fall asleep. He was tired.
Who put him in the gut wrench submission?
The ref took a melatonin.
Oh, no, the ref
All
is
right, the
sailing
referee's
down Lake
knocked out.
Hasoma- River
Brock is
Hasoma.
going for the title.
Brock should have just left. I would have left with the title.
Yep, Brock's had enough.
He ain't Dean Ambrose.
I'm a Badge fan. Is this a no disqualification match?
If the ref can't see it, you can't call it.
Where Paul
Right,
Heyman
right,
go?
There's regular
Anybody know?
rules.
That's what I'm getting at. He's bringing that in because the ref's down, right?
John, where was Paul Heyman at the time?
Where'd he go?
John, what is
He
that
was
referee's
there.
shoe size?
Nah,
John,
he didn't come out.
John, what is the referee's shoe size?
My man Goldberg. See, there you go.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Sure isn't.
Shut up.
If you told me that someone from WCW was going to help Eddie win, would you think it'd be Goldberg?
That's not fair.
WCW.
Hype him up.
WCW, baby.
All right, can Eddie
I like
Guerrero
Eddie,
capitalize?
Eddie won on default.
Eddie won now on default.
Brock
If you
is laid
think
out with the
Eddie
spear
Guerrero
again.
was gonna get a championship at some point in the future.
I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
The ref is laid out. Brock is laid out. Eddie Guerrero's laid out. Here we go.
Bodies. The bodies have hit the floor.
It's because the ref decided to take a nap pre-match. Oh, in the match.
It's a coma.
The fans are chanting for Eddie. Latino
Not a
Heat, come on
coma.
now. It's your time.
Let's get China out here to help out Eddie Guerrero.
She might have been TNA at the time. Who knows?
Oh, the ref decided to wake up.
Is this going to be enough?
1, 2.
No,
Brock
2
kicks out.
count. 2.
Lesnar with other plans.
See, that is good booking here because they didn't just let Goldberg give the win to Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
The ref decided to wake up on his own.
Eddie kept wrestling, kept doing moves here, kept trying to get that pinfall.
Wait, so did we just see Brock kick out of a spear?
We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though he didn't do it
Just checking.
2 matches ago when we watched.
Well, he had 2 spears and a jackhammer.
Oh, yeah. See,
In a push.
we learned already that Brock needs 2 spears to
2
stay
spears.
down.
In a
was the
push.
issue. That was the issue.
Eddie
Brock
got
Lesnar, the through line for
Sounds
this
like 2
episode
beers and a
tonight,
shot.
by the way.
Eddie got the title. Eddie Guerrero's all about lying, cheating, and stealing. He'd do anything to do to get the victory.
That's not fair, Dom.
I mean, that
That
shades
ain't me,
of
that's
Jesse
him.
the Body. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always, always cheat.
How did the ref wake up and then he fell back to sleep? That makes no
Oh.
sense. The ref still hurt even though he got up before.
Brock.
Wow.
I've gotten one of those before.
Swinging DDT on the belt.
I've gotten a reversal of a F5 before.
He missed the belt.
On the grass. Doesn't
Here
feel
we
good.
go. Eddie's going for the frog splash. Here we go. Look, Bobby's on the edge of the seat.
Boom.
It's the highlight reel.
Get up, ref.
Then the ref wakes up
Smell
again.
that?
1,
Smells like history.
2, 3. There you go, Bobby. There you go.
The ref woke up on a frog splash. The ref need to decide if he was tired or not.
Eddie Guerrero is your new WWE champion. It's all about
This,
Eddie Guerrero. This
right
is your
here.
moment.
Right there.
You overcame the odds. You won the title. It's all about you right here, Eddie.
I like that title.
You want to know what Viva la Raza means?
What does it mean?
This.
What does that mean?
It means this.
It means power to the people. Long live the
Oh.
people.
People power.
I thought it mean this. I actually like that title.
But
That shit is dope.
where the idea of Viva la Raza would come from is that every single person in this crowd would have held him up just the way those people in the front row did. Every single person.
Well, they paid more money to hold him up in the front row.
They all love him. Every single person.
There's his
And
mother and his brother, I think.
His mother and his brother.
His brother looked mad old.
And if you listen to Vicky Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero's wife, tell the story, Eddie Guerrero's, he would have liked to see or look every fan in the eyes. He would have liked to do that
Well, if he just
When he
did a
comes out.
360, he would have looked everybody in the
He was
eye.
when
nearsighted.
he comes out. I don't know if we can equate looking at everyone to looking everyone in their eyes. But when he comes out, he likes to see the fans' faces.
I mean, that is nice to hold up that flag, but he is from Texas.
That's crazy.
SoCal.
Where was this pay-per-view at?
The Cow Palace.
California.
NorCal.
Do we think that at the end of this match, Eddie Guerrero was disoriented enough to think that the California flag was a Mexican flag?
I think he was. They
Yeah.
threw it at him, so he
Yeah.
was like, let me just catch it and pose with it.
If you're proud of your country, you're proud of any flag, right?
Magically, the ref decided, I'm awake now.
Showtime, Eddie, is all about you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Eddie. Rest in peace.
Guys, we hope you guys enjoyed this live show from Horsepower Cigar Lounge.
Thank you, Horsepower Cigar Lounge.
We appreciate y'all being here.
Thank you for having us.
We'll definitely do it again whenever Paul and Tim want us back here in tune. That's how you close out the show.
Eddie Guerrero, your new WWE champion.
Undisputed.
Happy birthday. Yeah, undisputed.
All right. Well, guys, thank you again. We are the It Doesn't Matter podcast.
It doesn't matter.
I'm the Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here with Strat Facts. I'm here with my boys, Rose, and Savage Eddie Long.
Ooh, yeah.
We brought to you Wrestling That Made Us. Wrestling That Made Us is all about what made us feel good. It's all about the moments. It's all about the goosebumps. It's all about the story.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about.
Thank you for having me, Dom.
Thank you for
Strap.
being here.
Strap
Jose.
Facts.
Jose.
Thank you
Eddie.
for having me.
Thanks for
I'm
being on the
also
show.
happy to be here.
I'm glad for you to be here. Until next
Horsepower.
time.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. Until next time. Boom.